the Nanyang Championships here with myself, Odie Pixel, and Ben Malini. Woo! We're back with EHOME versus Fnatic. This is, of course, the second series of the day in Group B, and this is the first game of that two-game series. Earlier, if you missed it, we did see DC get taken down 2-0 by LGD. But Ben, EHOME versus Fnatic, is this going to be a closer matchup, do you reckon? Or is this going to be heavily favoured to one side in particular?
I think pretty heavily favoured towards EHOME.
Yeah.
I think a little bit more lopsided than the LGD DC match. EHOME has been, I think, really good, especially with the addition of Old Chicken, surprisingly. And he's kind of come out of nowhere. I saw him play a little bit, I think on like Energy Pacemaker, but he's actually meshed into the team quite well, even after the loss of their fearless leader, ROTK. And Fnatic, I think, have been underperforming. They barely squeezed by in a rather weak SEA qualifiers for the majors. And sometimes they just, I don't know, they were looking really good at like a couple months ago, and then I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, we'll see if they've brought it back for this tournament. You know, playing on a LAN environment
back.
can be very different to, you know, doing it online. So we'll see if they've got what it takes here to go against the big boys, EHOME. The draft so far, nothing really too much out of the ordinary from either side. I mean, pretty much...
Invoker ban is very
actually, yeah, sorry, I missed that one out. Yeah, Invoker ban. Necessary against Fnatic? Yeah.
Invoker's good.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good hero. He's also really good versus Spirit Breaker and Queen, especially the Quas-Wex Invoker. Oh my gosh, it's devastating. Spirit Breaker can't ever get a charge off, and Queen gets owned by Cold Snap. You're kind of almost forced to get an early BKB.
And would have been very good against the lineup with a Wyvern, and of course, you know, you can't really cold embrace anyone because Invoker's just going to lay down his combo around them. So, understandable ban, yeah, as they continue off the draft. Fnatic now with their 4th pick, still in need of that position 1 and a second support here for the side. Let's see what they do decide to opt for here. I mean, anything that's kind of glaring that's left in the pool of heroes that you reckon that Fnatic might be thinking about?
Oh, is this the SD Mirana again? They pick SD a lot. They picked it a decent amount in the qualifiers, and they paired it with Mirana a decent amount. If they didn't get the Mirana, they liked Lina.
How did they do in those matches when they did that?
They did okay, but they were playing all SCA teams.
Okay, so it's quite...
Like, Mineski and Fnatic were, by and large, the best teams in the SCA region. Even the third team, 1-2-3, was not that strong.
So doing it against EHOME might be...
Yeah, I think doing it against EHOME is very dangerous, but it's pretty good for Starkseer, I would say. It's also pretty good against a Spirit Breaker rushdown. But it's especially good if you have a hero to combo it with. So expect what, Lina or Priestess of the Moon Knight. Maybe expect after Mirana.
I mean, they're not still one of these teams that runs the old safe laneless Shrek, do they? Post 6.84 error.
I mean, they tried it once at ESL, but after they lost the game so badly, I don't think they're going to try it anymore. Core Last Shrek is very difficult to incorporate.
I was going to say, I wouldn't really want to see it.
Lina's, I think, is generally a lot better than Last Shrek right now.
Well, running it safely.
Yeah, sure. Why not? And you have Wind Ranger for late game.
Getting the kills. And
EHOME also does not have that much late game, so you're fine. Wind Ranger's really good late game. Yeah. Like, I think she can beat most of ones in a one-on-one with even farm.
I'll find a ban here for EHOME. We'll see what they're most scared of Fnatic picking up in terms of combo and with the SD.
I'd be much more scared of Lina, personally. I
mean, 3 intel heroes. We don't see Black go for the AM this game, do we?
AM's also another option. I think AM's pretty good. It's
kind of works with the SD in terms of just getting out those illusions early. I mean, PL's going to be banned out, so they're thinking on those kind of hard carry lines.
Yeah.
The Black AM, will we
I guess because they have already picked Wind Ranger for Mushi, then they're more likely to pick. I think most of the times I've seen SD +1 was when they had a Wisp in their mid lane, which meant Mushi played the safely hero, which often he would pick Wind Ranger for.
Luna. Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess so the SD anyway we're talking about is he's going to be comboed with the Dazzle anyway in lane. So they've already got that synergy going. They just needed someone to come in with
It's just rare. Like, you don't see Shadow Demon that much anymore.
No.
He's really good with Luna for the high ground push, though. It is incredibly good. Disrupting and sending illusions. It's like, if you have that in a Manta, you can get so much damage on the tower without risking anything. It's also really good against Winter Wyvern. If someone gets Winter's Curse, you just disrupt them. And that person doesn't get owned because the range is slightly longer. But he's definitely the most unusual picks out of these. But nothing that really set it up. No good lockdown for Queen of Pain aside from Shackles.
Okay. I mean, obviously the issue here maybe for Luna is the fact that it's going to be a Spirit Breaker roaming around the map. Do you think the Spirit Breaker is going to be disruptive enough for the Luna to be worried, or is the SD, you know,
it really
they've just got the
depends.
potential to stop the SB?
I think it's all on how the Darkseer does. If Darkseer gets zoned out early, then they're fine.
Ooh,
But
cool Bristleback, position 1 by the looks of it. I
Bristleback.
guess if
Yeah,
you get
Bristle.
kind of leading farm and then you start to push down lanes, I mean, can you just run at the Luna? Is that the plan here?
I'm still trying to piece it together. It's you don't usually see Bristleback versus a Dazzle lineup because Bristle doesn't
That's
have a lot of
true, yeah.
burst.
Yeah.
So the weave, like whenever there's a big fight happening, Dazzle will drop weave, Bristle will start at stacks, but by the time you get a lot of stacks, you can't do that much damage because he has so much armor. So it's kind of very strange in that aspect. I'm still trying to figure out why they picked it though. He also gets decently kited by Shadow Demon, but I don't know. Maybe just want a frontline melee bruiser to kind of run at the Luna and tank the Eclipse, or just make her feel pressured. But I thought she would already feel pressured already with the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah,
in the
this
game.
is. I mean, EHOME's draft here. It's certainly the run at you strat, you know, as you're saying. But
Yeah, maybe they have like good synergy with the Darkseer and the Bristleback. We haven't really seen those two heroes in combination because most of the time they're both offlaners.
looks like we've got these issues. We did have some of these earlier. They did seem to kind of rectify themselves as people were able to continue on.
Luna's the weak point in their lineup. They have to be able to pressure the Luna a lot or kill her, I'd say, like in the mid game. She's incredibly weak if she doesn't get a good start, like a free farming lane. Even if she does, she's still a little bit vulnerable into the BKB.
Oh, Ben, we forgot the overlay.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go, champ.
That is...
Don't worry. We knew the overlay was there. We were just testing you, testing you guys, seeing if
Making sure Twitch chat is alive.
Yeah, well done. You've passed the test, Twitch chat. Thank you very much. Oh.
So Mushi already TPing down to place a ward. Really want to secure his safe lane. Yeah, he expects a contest though, I would say, from... Let's see, what are they going to do? Queen mid, maybe Wyvern roam, Darkseer top. Darkseer crushes clock, and then...
Oh, you think that we're on the aggressive here?
I mean, it's looking like it because
Yeah.
Old Chicken's already running down there.
Okay. I kind of like. I mean, we were talking
And-
about going against the Luna. The fact that there's going to be that point in lane where you can.
Yeah,
Definitely take
it's so
advantage
hard
of the fact
versus
she's
Dazzle
squishy.
though to pressure it. I think.
Yeah.
Like Dazzle with magic sticks charges is just gonna be able to heal for days on the Luna. But you can see that Fnatic kind of expected too because of the early TP down. So they really want to make sure this lane goes okay for them. But I don't know. I think it's perfectly okay to just run Darkseer in the off lane too. But a lone SD can zone him is a big problem with that.
Okay. Well, hopefully something will continue on here. Just waiting for the internet to fix itself.
That's a good
I
question,
mean,
Matt.
yeah. If we could help, we would.
CCY, just question mark.
Oh,
Oh.
there we go. Can
Well,
you
boozes
translate,
down
Ben?
means I don't know.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go.
Mei banfa. It's like there's nothing we can do about it.
Oh, that's a good.
I know a
one, Ben.
little bit of Chinese,
Yeah, this
but
is
not that
impressive.
much.
This is good, man. This is why we get you on here. What's going on here, Ben?
We can ask Ellen. She's behind us.
We do. What's being said, Helen?
I know Mei Wunti. That's the only one I know.
I want to eat
I want.
bun.
He wants to eat some buns. Okay, there we go.
No problem. CTY
No
said
problem. Oh, no problem.
Give me the first blood.
CTY asking for the first blood here.
Black said.
Yeah.
You come.
You come,
Kill you.
I'll kill you. Wow, Black with the fighting toy there.
What does it
Thank you very much. Helen.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Live translation.
How does Black
for you
know this
people at home.
much?
Dude,
He's really good. I'm surprised he can banter with them. Nilaya. Wow. He can only type in Pingyo. It's still pretty good. I'm impressed with Black. Yeah.
Hey, what kind of effigies have these guys got now, Ben?
Oh yeah.
Are they in English or are these in
Pray for
Pray
the win.
for the win from Ohio? That's nice. That's what we got.
What else?
Pain of gain.
What is this?
Mushy. What is it? Is it
Queen
white?
blinking?
Is it
dying?
Is it Wyvern in Cold Embrace?
It's Queen.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think she's
It's
like
the spawn animation.
yeah.
Maybe. Let's go see what EHOME are rocking.
Whoa.
What does that say?
What's your zoom in button? I have no idea.
No, you press that. Click on that.
Helen?
Has he got 3 arms? That's terrifying. What the hell's happened to him?
Those are just wings.
No, but his wing's holding a sword.
Oh. Yeah, what?
It's a 3rd arm.
I have no idea.
What is this? Welcome.
This is
that's
timber?
Timbersaw. Okay, that's a
That's
building.
not
That's
the building I wanted to click on. What's this one?
There's this.
Dot dot dot.
What does that translate to, Ben? There we go. Looks like we're going to try again.
Frondillo. No,
Oh,
it's okay. I got
there
it.
we go. We got it. Right, we're back on. Let's hope the ping's fine. Looks like everything's fine. No one's insta-paused back straight away, so we should be good to get ourselves on the road here with Fnatic versus EHOME. Game 1 of the 2-game
Safe lane
series.
Queen.
All right. Okay. I mean, this is going to be quite. So I guess it's going to be what, Bristle back in the mid?
Should be. I mean,
yeah.
Old Chickens are mid player, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I
if they
didn't
were
know
going to
if he was
actually
going
run it
mid.
that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So deciding to up the Bristle back. I mean, against the Wind Ranger, is that a fairly good lane then for the Bristle? Or is
I
that
don't
the
think
way to deal
so.
with the Wind Ranger?
I don't think it's that great. He's generally not that great versus ranged heroes. He's okay in versus melee, or versus Wisp X lane. Okay. You want to introduce?
Well, let's go for it. So on the side of EHOME, we're going to have Lanham here playing on his Wyvern support. You're going to have Kaka charging around the map on Spirit Breaker. It's going to be 11 on his offlane Darkseer, Old Chicken in the mid lane on the Bristle. It's going to leave CTY here on that safe lane Quap. And, well, Ben, as you're here co-casting with me, do you want to go give us the lowdown on the side of Fnatic?
Fnatic, we have DJ, a.k.a. Chrissy, on the offlane. Clockwork, Ohio, on the support. Dazzle, Nets, on the Shadow Demon. Black playing the mid Wind Ranger. And last but not least, Mushi on the safe lane. Luna, see what cosmetics he's rocking.
Oh, nice.
Godlike's Priest 2.
Only 2, Mushi. Step
That's
it
pretty
up.
good with Luna.
2?
With Luna?
I guess
Since
it's not
the
bad.
since
it's
it came out on
probably
the
not a hero
compendium?
that he plays a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Luna's not,
anyone plays a lot.
Luna's not that common. I think that's good.
One thing though, EHOME's draft, I guess the nice thing about it is the fact that all their cores are going to be very comfortable in lane on their own. So it's going to allow the Wyvern and the Spirit Breaker to be very active across the map. So they can just constantly choose wherever the pressure is going to be most felt here by the side of Fnatic and just step it up from the side of EHOME.
So let's see. Magic's wand already picked up first by Black. He knew this was coming. And so 11 getting the good start. Good start is you don't get zoned out until level 2. So that's pretty good. And already going with some pulls. It's tough though because they don't have a stout shield on the Luna. One of the downsides of having Luna, she's like not that great at tanking creeps versus on the tower, which you're gonna be forced to do fairly often, I would say, versus a Darkseer. And I don't know. They're still okay though. They have the Dazzle heal sustain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the combos that when they get the double shells out onto the Spirit Breaker and the Darkseer, they can just run at people. But they've got an SD to turn it around. You know, if the Darkseer tries to surge away, they can try and get the disruption in after.
Good
So-
interruption by Kaka with that pull. They really need the level 2 at least.
Yeah. I mean, EHOME really are relying on these, well, at least the Spirit Breaker, to be able to find something around the map early on, because the later it gets with that Luna, it's going to be scary, and especially with Black as well. If he gets to the point where he's going to be able to start making movements around the map and looking for those solo pickoffs with the shackles and the focus fires, they've got to be careful. But at the same, the Wyvern is one of those heroes that's just really nice to have against a lineup with the Wind Ranger in, because every time the focus fire comes out, you've got a cold embrace, and suddenly, you know, Black's going to have a lot harder time at getting that kill that he was looking for.
At the same time, I still think that Wind Ranger's pretty good versus it because, like, generally a lot of your damage comes from focus fire. So if someone gets cold, like Winter's Curse, you're not actually killing your own teammate. And on top of that, like, he's generally sitting behind someone, which makes it, I think, somewhat easier to shackle. But yeah, Cold Embrace is decent. Focus fire is like so low though. It's not like a you know, it's not like a BKB or something, right? It's not like, okay, you have to deal with it once and then that's the end of the fight. You have to deal with it multiple times throughout the fight. So
It's gonna come out again.
it's tough. Wind Ranger, I just think is really strong at the moment. Good hero.
Well, at the moment, the lane's still fairly passive between both sides. You've got 11 trying to move in here with a shell and the punches. But it's as we keep saying, it's going to be hard for either side's on this bottom lane ready to find kills. Maybe more so for Fnatic to get something onto EHOME if they find themselves a nice disruption.
But they have level 3 on Darkseer though, so that's good.
I mean, the mid lane, CS-wise, pretty close between the two guys. Old Chicken doing fairly well in this Bristle. 14-1 against the 16 for 3, so keeping up with the pace of this Black Wind Ranger.
I wonder if they're ever going to start stacking Ancients for him yet. Looks like they aren't really that concerned about it, just mostly trying to secure 11's farm this early on into the game. And I think they saw him drop that Observer Ward. They should have at least. They have to be worried about stacking though, because Darkseer can take it out pretty easily. They might just Iron Shell the Spirit Breaker and just run him in. So it's a difficult lane for these guys to deal with. He doesn't want to get hit by Heal Bomb though, so he won't actually walk into creeps.
We're going to see the Heal Bomb come out here, and it's going to bring 11 fairly low. They get the beam in as well. Kaka doing a little bit of a self-team block there, but it doesn't matter. 11 gets himself out. Oh no, he doesn't. Black came in just in the right time with a power shot, and Kaka's going to get taken down as well. Nicely done there by Fnatic, and as we were saying, EHOME, they may have wanted to go aggressive with that lineup of having those 2 heroes on the off lane, but Fnatic just have the means to deal with it, especially when Black turns up with a nicely placed power shot. And he's going to go for TPI here. He'll be fine. No way to stop that one, so gets himself away from the Wyvern. But good start here for Fnatic again. 2 kills on the board.
Yeah, that's pretty much a free lane for Luna then for the first like 7 or 8 minutes. That's incredibly good. That's the first step for Fnatic. Secure Luna's farm, make sure Wind Ranger doesn't die, and they're not pressing to Wind Ranger at all, so make sure that Luna's very protected. And on top of that, they're able to utilize their spawn very well versus the Darkseer. So that's, a huge win for
the top lane. We're going to see a charge. He's not going to follow through though, Kaka. Realizes that the cogs would be there. A little bit too hard for him to go too aggressive on.
Overall in team fights too, like EHOME's is much stronger. They have the Vacuum Wall, they have the Winter's Curse, even the Sonic Wave from the Queen of Pain, whereas Fnatic, all they really have is like Eclipse, I would suppose. I'd say it's a really strong teamfight ability. Maybe Shackle Shot.
Ooh, okay, you got Kaka trying to go in onto DJ, gets a bash. The Quap has just hit 6, so there is a Sonic Wave available as well here. Let's see if they decide to commit, and CTY is. He's going to blink straight over here. Hasn't got the mana though for the Sonic Wave, even with the stick charges, so maybe just overestimated his mana pool there. Same time, bottom lane, Net moving in with a higher one to the Darkseer, and you just don't get yourself out of this one, surely. No, not a chance.
I'm surprised he didn't kill steal with the.
Oh, with the poison.
No, with the.
With the beam. Oh, for Luna, yeah.
Because you want as much gold as possible, get your HOD up and start doing stacks, but maybe they're more concerned about getting farmer supports, because gold on supports is just so hard to come by. It depends on which player you talk to. Some of them are like, supports don't get any opportunities to get gold, so one where you have to choose in between the carry and the support, you almost always give to the support in the early game. And carries just farm the lane. Whereas some people are like, carries are the most important people on your team. You just give them all the farm. That makes sense. So it just depends on the player. I don't really think there's a right or wrong way.
Oh, we got Lanham just checking out the top rune here, but DJ will be able to bottle it. Bounty rune for himself. Black gets himself a DD on the Wind Ranger bottled up here, so he's definitely got kill potential. Bottom lane, Mushi's been left on his own as the supports from Fnatic have looked to see if they can make something happen in the mid lane. 11 just checking out the jungle, seeing if there's any spooky business going on. Realizes the supports are missing. He's just going to take out the smaller camps himself with the shells. This offlane Clockwork, how's life going here for DJ at the moment? He's finding a fair few levels, he's getting the XP, closing in on level 5, so certainly going better than EHOME's offlane was. And well, Lanham versus Ohio here, kicking off. Arctic Burn will be used so he can fly away across the tree line and bottom lane. Now looking to catch out this Darkseer, and I think he just might. He's got the disruption. Mushi and Ohio moving in, and again, unfortunate plays here from 11, and it's going to cost him his life again.
He underestimated the Luna Aura. The Lunar Blessing gives you so much night vision. He wouldn't have gotten that off without that. But that's really bad for EHOME.
Oh, he's died 3 times now in the offlane here, 11 on this Darkseer.
Surprised they're not further behind in net worth though. Only 1,000? That's pretty good for 4 kill deficit.
We're going to see Black trying to move in here with the DD, the focus fire, trying to close the gap, but can't get close enough here to Old Chicken. Maybe being a little bit too ambitious there, popping the DD, hoping for that one. And he couldn't quite keep up with the Bristle. But I mean, what's EHOME's game plan now? I guess send the Darkseer to the jungle, and yeah, that's what they're going to do here.
Get some levels,
Play him safe.
get kills
Yeah.
with Queen 6, even though that hasn't happened yet, and get just more ultimates online. They're way stronger at team fight, so it's okay if they lose a laning phase. It's not that big of a deal. Trying to limit Clockwork's impact too, because Clockwork I think can kind of isolate the Bristleback as well as the Darkseer, and those are your heroes that you really want with some sort of farm. So looks like they've done decently in the keep DJ down part.
He's closing in on that 6, and we'll be able to start moving around. They're starting to stack up those ancients, but it is, well, they do have an observer ward nearby Fnatic, so they're going to see that happening. And of course, with the Luna, they definitely have the potential to try and take that away from the side of EHOME if they find themselves in the right position. Just closing in on that Helm of the Dominator here, Mushi, and doing a fair bit to this bottom tower, just forcing him back in with the Splinter Blast. And yeah, 11 just creating the stacks, making them up. Kaka's playing a bit safer as well. I mean, this has got to be an issue, though, for the draft of EHOME. The fact that they do pick heroes like the Spirit Breaker, and we're 8.5 minutes in, and they've just not been able to do anything with it.
That's okay. Just charge them up, or put an Ion Shell on them, charge in later for team fights. It's not a huge deal for them, because they do have the superior team fight, although they do not have a superior late game, so you kind of expect them to turn things up. Fnatic's kind of like, where are they? And maybe they didn't realize that they stacked up so much for them. You see these illusions scouting out from Clockwork, kind of trying to gain information as to whether or not they smoked, like whether they're doing Ancients, like where exactly is their team, because they are a very mid-game focused team with their lineup. So it's pretty good for them. I think they kind of caught back up in terms of economy because of that, and now they sent back the Wyvern into the bottom lane because they're done contesting this after the 4 deaths.
Yeah, they want to be very careful with what they throw away, especially when, as you were saying earlier, the fact that it's Luna getting involved in this, getting good amounts of farm here, getting that decent timing of the Helm of the Dominator.
It's a good sentry. He just killed a Observer Ward that was like pretty much on the edge.
That's top lane, so there is the hook shot now on this Clockwork. Let's see what DJ can do with it, if he decides to head across the map, or if he's going to stick around for a few more levels. And bottom lane with this push, Mushi might just find himself the tower. It's going to be a charge throw on him.
Oh, this is the time. He's a great person to kill.
Yeah,
I guess they have
TP through
defensive
as well.
disruption. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a big pick off if EHOME can find it. They've got Lanham following in as well. And Kaka leads forward, but the disruption's there. Very nice. But the Eclipse isn't going to do that much damage in return. They did need to disrupt because of the fact the charge would connect, but maybe a little bit miscommunication, the fact that Mushi instantly pops the ultimate. Nonetheless, I mean, Luna gets herself out. Maybe a missed opportunity for a turnaround kill, but Fnatic just play it safe here, and EHOME don't find anything with that initiation. So I might find out, actually.
That was
This could be an easy solo kill here for the man. He's got a charge being marked for it as well, so they'll probably just wait. No, he says, I want the solo kill here. Oh, he just sets it up for Kaka. Nice man. Nice man, old chicken there. Playing Kaka take the kill.
Well, he went on him because he thought he was trapped in this little pocket. So that's like okay, whatever. If he disrupts, he's still dead.
That's true.
But he was level 6, so he did have the potential to kite him if he went for a solo kill. But Spirit Breaker was close enough.
Bottom lane, old chicken trying to push Mushi.
What's old chicken going to go for? Drums?
Does he build the
Mac
no,
maybe?
I guess Mac speed the Darkseer surely. Yeah, he's nearly got it done. He's managed to catch up a bit here in the jungle 11. I mean, does he go for the Crimson card this game?
Crimson's really good versus
With the Wind Ranger?
Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
It's also really good versus Luna.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. But they also want like some sort of Roche potential too. So you could also go something else, yeah. Looks like Vanguard as his build.
Oh. If he would have found Kaka, that could have been a kill there for Black, but a little bit off point with a hook shot, unfortunately, from DJ. Nonetheless, putting some pressure on the mid-tier one and the bottom tier one. As we can see, CTY pretty much halfway through the Orchid. That'll be a TP coming into the mid from Lanham. So, making sure the Black and DJ don't overstay their welcome here. Bottom lane, Mushi found himself the tower, got the last hit on it as well. Old Chicken just sticking around for some XP. Trying to find that last few hundred gold to finish off the Vanguard. Now DJ's found CTY here. CTY, he's going to be fine. Has the mana to blink away. I have, of course, haven't got that hook shot yet again here for DJ.
Nighttime. Nighttime's a good time to fight for Radiant. Although, don't know if they want to do it. She just picked up her HOD, so let's see what camp she's going to get. Centaur. You don't really want any of these, but I guess you just go for a creep now so you can start stacking. by the 13-minute mark. EHOME are surprisingly passive.
They are, yeah, with the lineup as well. I mean, maybe they're just waiting for those key item pickups like getting the Vanguard, the mech, and then we'll see them kind of group up and go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already the nighttime though, so it's like slightly dangerous. Eclipse is already cooled down.
Ooh, Darkseer. Oh. It's going to be the mid lane, in fact, where there's a smoke up from Fnatic. There's a charge continuing through on the clockwork, but Kaka's going to hold on to that one in mid lane. CTY moving forward, spots some of the side of Fnatic out. Mushi net looking for a potential wraparound here, but I think Mushi just returns to lane and continues to farm hit.
Great smoke pop by CTY right there. He's like the one that's most difficult to kill. If he's standing around over here, there's like almost no way they can kill him. Maybe like a disruption into like a cogs pushback into shackle, but unless he's standing right behind a tree, or right in front of a tree rather, it's extremely difficult. So he's kind of the one that can just be super far out there. And they have the charge out on the top lane, so they can see if heroes are out behind him.
Mid lane as well, EHOME. Now keeping it together here. They don't want to be caught out by these hook shots and such. And the charge across back just to the bottom lane. Kaka just looking to continue up some farm. Mushi, as you said, the fact that he's going to be able to start creating those stacks. Has he done any as of yet? That's actually EHOME that have got a fair few for the bristleback. He's yet to stack with
Mushi,
Sentinel. Come on, Mushi. He's missing the stacks here as well, so a little bit unfortunate. Did have to deal with there was a bit of action going on bottom, so maybe he was focused on trying to get a kill. And well, this hook shot followed up by Black's focus fire should be able to find 11. Nice block there from DJ, making sure Darkseer can't get out of the cogs.
Use the mech.
Might have saved him.
It would have bought him more time at least. You want to waste their time as much as possible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is a very nice stack. I mean, EHOME have got to hope that they get this without Fnatic going for it.
I mean, it would take Luna so long to kill it though. Right, it's like, yeah, they can take it, but the time that it's gonna take them to do it, it's like it just leaves them way too vulnerable. And they have an observer ward over there. They ideally want to jack it as he gets low.
Old Chicken and Kaka coming in on the front lines, and now Mushi moves in with the Eclipse. They'll get one. The beams are nice for him. The shackle onto Old Chicken, but it's going to be showing his backside. Now with the cold embrace as well. They can't kill the bristle. Mushi, start punching him, my son. You got to get yourself out of here, because CTY comes forward with a Sonic Wave onto 2. The disruption and the shallow grave being thrown down onto Mushi, doing everything they can to keep him alive, and with a very nicely placed cogs there from DJ as well. It'll be enough for Fnatic to at least get the most of them out of there, though. They get the slow onto DJ. CTY's not going to continue to follow it down, though. But very nice cogs there, saving the side of Fnatic, and it's actually going to give the space for Black to just cheekily come back in on the mid lane and take himself a free tier 1.
And they have like huge wards down. These are like really good. And Old Chicken might be in some trouble when they want to go in. They don't have a smoke though to approach that camp, which is going to be really hard because they have this observer ward. But looks like DJ might be going for a hook shot.
Is he going to do it? I mean, DJ's performance so far has been pretty nice with the cogs. We did see him with the one hook shot mid, but I think we can forgive him after the back of that one. Let's see, Old Chicken, he really wants to take these. And he's actually going to move it. Net's like, haha, I'm going to sit him throwing shadow poison, but now they realise he's there. There's going to be actually, regen here for the bristle. That's nice. Starting to get those quill sprays out and the stacks up.
This is such a large stack.
Yeah, there's a reason why Fnatic are hanging around. They've got drums now on Luna. Eclipse is still on cooldown there from that fight in the mid lane.
Okay,
so
they gave up.
Just get this, yeah.
Screw it. So much gold though. It's sad to see that go to waste, but it's even sadder to throw the game because you really want that.
You can't go too all in here.
There's a lot of golems.
You got to realize your limits here.
Are they still trying to go for it?
They're pinging. They're looking for some kind of wraparound. There's still a fair few large ones in here. I mean, it's definitely still worth the fighting here.
They don't see the observer ward either. Whew.
DJ with the hook shot. He's ready to jump, but he's going to need the full backup. I think Mushi's kind of having second thoughts about fighting here. He's already sitting at half HP himself. It would be risky.
I mean, this stack's like kind of almost gone.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic just really want to fight around it. DJ's going to move forward, just pops down the cogs. Just, I mean,
They don't want to walk up the hill though, because
Yeah.
if they try and eclipse, they might not have vision. Actually, they have the observer orb, but they're still kind of obscured in this area over here. On top of that, like they just.
I mean, they've got
they're
to
not-
be careful around that choke point with things like the wall and Winter's Curse, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to lead in though. DJ with a hook shot onto Old Chicken. Now Mushi wrap around. The wall's been dropped. Eclipse comes out with a vacuum now, and then the Illusion's doing so much damage. Now it's CTY with a wraparound Sonic Wave. They've killed DJ. They'll find Mushi as well. So the Shallow Grave comes out in time, and now with the Winter's Curse onto Net, he'll surely go down. The second pick off here for EHOME. Double kill for 11 as they also find Mushi. Black's going to look for the TP out here. Will he be able to make it? No, the win run doesn't last long enough to save him. A triple kill from 11, and as we were just saying, that was going to be always a massive choke point to fight in, and the fact that it was just an easy vacuum wall there for 11 on the Dark Seer.
Yeah.
He just pretty much redeemed himself for those kills he gave away in the bottom lane off the back of that.
That was such a sick vacuum wall. On top of like just doing a lot of damage, it soaked up a lot of the Eclipse hits too. So that's a level 2 Eclipse, I guess. Yeah, I think it was level 11 before that fight, but regardless, that was massive. Like at that point, if you're Fnatic, like why don't we just go in when the stack's like already low instead of when it's pretty much already gone?
They definitely kind of one-track minded that stack and were like, we need to fight, and they just didn't know the end when to pull out.
I think they kind of hoped that they would be spammed down a little bit more with the help of like Power Shot and the Shadow Poison, and then wait for like someone to be at half HP. But Spirit Breaker already TP'd back. He's the one that got low. He TP'd back and then he charges back in. So that kind of point of initiation's already a moot. I thought I was missing a kill. And
he's fine.
the Shackle didn't latch as well. So EHOME just had really good positioning, and they were confident in taking the fight because they had the vision over there. So that's kind of why they felt that burst of confidence.
Well, an Old Chicken now
But
returns to the stacks, and this time there's not going to be a Fnatic hanging around. So
I'm impressed with EHOME's positioning though in that fight. Like Darkseer's close enough to not get shackled, not be a shackled targetee to the backside, and he's close enough to vacuum wall like before the Eclipse comes out. So that was like just really, really well played by EHOME. And then on top of that, the follow-up Winter's Curse to ensure Mushi's death was also a very, very nice play. But, on the side of Fnatic, they're kind of lacking a mech, which is like you have a worse teamfight lineup on top of lacking a mech. That's like, I really don't want a team fight. We shouldn't, or we're going to lose the fights. So, if you're them, you want to do your own Ancients and try and compete farm for farm.
There we
rather
go.
than
Smoke up from EHOME. Are they going to lead in with this one? Yes, they are. Trying to get the Arctic Burn slow onto the clockwork, which they do. But Fnatic are ready to turn. Hookshot from DJ coming in onto Kaka. Bringing him low, but EHOME are there to fight, and they'll get the ult onto DJ and pulling him back with the vacuum as well. Eclipse comes out from Mushi, but he's going to be held in place here by the Winter's Curse. 11 just tanking up a lot of damage. The defensive disruption is there to avoid the charge, but the wall's been popped out now. Now with the Sonic Wave as well. Fnatic have to be careful about chasing across this wall. They'll heal up Old Chicken here with a cold embrace.
I don't think they heard the buyback. Looks like he's coming back in. He does have a hook shot not available.
He's not going to be able to do a lot with this buyback, DJ.
Ooh, that's rough. They wasted Eclipse, too. Again, a good wall. Like, what are you going to do? Do you really want to walk up at that point and get destroyed?
A bit of a messy fight there from Fnatic.
Yeah.
And, coming out a little bit worse for wear on the back of gold because
But
of DJ's
still,
buyback.
it's better than with them walking up the hill, get hit by like a vacuum's wall into Winter's Curse Sonic Wave, just, like while Bristle quills are stacking him. That's just really bad. So this Bristle is being a big pain in the butt. Like, he doesn't have that much farm. He's number 4 in terms of net worth, but like, how's he gonna die with, especially with like Ion Shell in him? He's gonna just be such a big problem because they don't have enough burst for him, and he can actually tank the Eclipse right now. Still priority number 1, killing this kitty.
And they've got to kill Mushi, especially if he's getting that BKB on fairly surely. Stacks building up are going to help out a lot if a Fnatic.
Uh-oh. That's an Orchid. Orchid against Dazzle and Shadow Demon is incredibly good.
And getting a lot of space as well. I mean, this corp's going to have like an item on top of the Orchid fairly surely as well.
Yeah. They're doing a good job of like limiting the bursts. Like they I don't know, it seems like they like almost overcommit defensive cooldowns though on the Mushi. Like the Grave and the Disruption overlap on the other side and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a panic play from Fnatic. Oh, the disruption this time. Very nice. Mushi's going to get out safely. Net may have sacked his own life though for this one. He's trying to juke it around the tree line here. But there's only so much he can do. And he turns around, gets a bit of poison out. The bashes come out from Kaka, and they'll get the kill onto the Shadow Demon. But nonetheless, of course, the bigger play's being made in the terms that they save Mushi from that one. And talking about Mushi, he'll now head to the stacks. He's got 1100 on top of the Ogre Club, so BKB round the corner potentially for the man. And I mean, BKB's, yeah, it's going to be pretty good.
BKB is like almost always necessary on Luna.
Oh yeah, because you're so squishy.
Yeah, you just have to get it.
You need
like
to get something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad for again the Orchid on the Queen of Pain. Devastating. This is kind of what I expected from Siler in that other game.
Oh, Lanham. Oh, we're going to see an Eclipse come out here from Mushi. He's not got the vision, though, to chase down Lanham. Lanham's going to be fine. He gets over the tree line. 11's hanging around on the sidelines as well.
He has a
just
blink.
Get out. Yeah.
So they can easily go in for a kill.
And Old Chicken on the front lines on this tier 1 push. Fnatic are about. DJ does have a hook shot if he wants to try and jump in. It's going to be hard to do so. Wall's back online for 11, and look at Old Chicken go. Surged up, he's going to run up to the high ground. DJ pops the cogs here.
Yeah, but now Luna's isolated with no
Ooh.
Eclipse. So I don't think they know that she's there, but if this fight breaks out...
If they find Mushi, yeah, she is very low. He's just going to go for the straight TP out.
They clean up some of the stacks. That's not that bad. But they haven't been able to get any mileage out of the EHOME Dominator. It was only a 3 stack to begin with. And I think she had it like around 15 maybe even a little bit earlier. I think maybe like 13. So that's like 10 minutes and you only get 2 stacks out of your HOD. That's not value. But kind of, you know, that's kind of a team decision though, trying to take this stack out. That was
what was DJ building there on the clock? Let's go for the force, yeah, okay. So nearly got that one done. There's an Invis rune here. Looks like he's just going to save it, let the Bristleback take that one here. Yeah, for the bottle.
Uh-oh, Mushi, no BKB
yet.
yet.
This is the high priority kill.
Oh, he's not going to TP out in time. And, oh, what? They didn't go for him? Wow.
Damn, yeah.
I guess they didn't have vision.
Yeah, they may be scared about the wraparound.
Look at it from their point of view, though. I guess they couldn't
see the full 4 of them mid, yeah.
They had this ward, though, behind them, so I'm actually a little bit surprised they didn't go for it.
Actually charging across now towards the mid lane here. Old Chicken moving in, and there's TY looking for a Sonic Wave, pops the BKB, trying to get himself in a good position. DJ actually missing the hook, goes straight across to Mushi. The vacuum wall is very nice from the side of EHOME, and now with the Winter's Curse follow up as well. Aho's trapped out there, is a Shallow Grave on himself, but almost he's still going to, there's the Sonic Wave from CTY, bursts down the Dazzle, the charge from Kaka chasing down Black, the Shackle Shot will cancel the charge, but CTY just blinks forward, he's got the clean up, they're chasing down Mushi as well, and they'll find that one there, a 4th pick.
11.
And I mean, Dark's 11. He didn't have a great time in lane, but he certainly knows what to do in these team fights. Yeah.
What a vacuum wall. Jeez. They even got like a lot of close range stacks during it too. That's devastating, man. It was still a good jump though. They're like, okay, well, someone got Orchid. Okay, we have to use a disruption on him, and then you're kind of screwed after all the other initiation comes out. So very well executed by EHOME.
Very nice done. They'll get Roshan off the back of this as well. No way the Fnatic can stop this one. And that'll make it even easier to just run at the side. Fnatic in the next fight.
I guess what do you do now? You wait for BKBs if you're Fnatic, and then do you even go for team? I don't think you go for team fight. You can't go for team fights.
You have the damage. Yeah, you need more items, don't you?
I mean, can you survive? You can't survive. You can't split push because of Spirit Breaker. Like, I don't know. Luna's strength is being able to, like, she's AFK farming very well. Maybe not as good as Anti-Mage, but still pretty darn good, and much better at team fighting than Anti-Mage. And she's also really good at 5-man early pushes because of the Lunar Blessing. And they haven't really pushed her into one of those two roles yet. They tried to contest the Ancients, they lost that, and then after like, okay, screw it, let's just try and catch up by farming. But now EHOME's like so far ahead in gold, and the BKB is not even terribly useful because of the Bristle Spray, the Nether Strike. Even like the wall is like okay damage, I suppose.
Oh, the fact they got Greaves as well on 11 on the dark side. These fights aren't going to be pretty for Fnatic. Top lane, ult from the Spirit Breaker onto Mushi. Holding him in place. He does get out the Eclipse here, but BKB's popped by CTY. Nice defensive from Disruption from net buying some time, and Kaka getting incredibly low, but the Greaves are popped. They've got the Cold Embrace as well. They'll keep Kaka alive. And now Mushi dead for 50 seconds. Net's on the sidelines, but CTY spotted him out. He'll go down as well. And the vacuum again. Doesn't catch them in the wall, but it doesn't matter. The curse comes out from Lanham. DJ getting low. He'll go down. They'll chase down Ohio as well. They may even just find Black. Now, Black will be able to blink out. They'll get the TP out here as well on the Dazzle. So 2 of them surviving, but they lose 3 again. And They just don't have an answer for these team fights, and CTY
They really don't.
just cleaning up triple kill. I mean, this is at this point, it's not looking great for Fnatic.
What's sad is that they had like so many good early
They had a
kills.
good start. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like 4-0. They weren't losing anyone in lane. They were getting a lot of farm on Mushi's Luna, but it's just crumbling now at this point, and EHOME just have more than enough to take every fight and come out on top. This is going to be the top tier one going here.
Yeah.
Also
Versus
tier
this sort of
3.
lineup, you have to like crush your lanes, but it's just. Oh, he has Aegis. And
Might
a lot
not
of
even
heal.
lose it. Okay, DJ's hookshotting in here. EHOME might want to. Do they want to turn, or are they going to play it safe? They're
I
saving
mean, they wait for them to come in on Old
Yeah?
Chicken. If they come in on Old Chicken, then they turn around and fight. If not, then you just walk away. Old Chicken's, he's like always in a really good position too. He's like up in front. It's like, if I go in there, I want to tank a lot of close range stacks. But if I don't go on, if I go on them, they're just gonna own us with like a blink vacuum initiation. I really like his positioning in these team fights though. I think he's been playing very well, especially like this ancient fight. I think that was the defining moment for this game, where he was like always up in front. He was also like doing the ancient, so like, okay, if you guys aren't gonna come, I'm just gonna farm this. And then he's up here. He doesn't get hit by Shackle. He also tanks all of it and manages to kind of have a huge team fight victory because he's not afraid to die.
Okay, CTY. Very far out and very low down. It does all kid up DJ. DJ didn't have the hook shot there nonetheless, so wasn't going to be able to control him at all. CTY will be fine, but I think as well a nice pick up here from the Spirit Break, the fact that he's now running that Shadow Blade. So we've obviously seen before how disruptive Net's been on the Shadow Demon in terms of cancelling his charges, but now if he's able to sneak past it with the SB and get that initial bash on someone like Mushi, just trying to lock him down, make sure he can't get off the Eclipse, it's going to make these fights just that little bit easier for EHOME and Mushi.
They don't even care about the clips, honestly. They just like.
That's true at this point. The damage is.
It's more like, can they kill him before he pops his BKB?
Yeah.
But even if he BKBs, you just Winter's Curse him. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, mid lane. It looks like they'll find a tier 2 here, and I don't know if Fnatic are going to want to do anything about this.
Nope.
They're going to jump forward into this. I mean, Black's
Nope,
looking for a
not with
potential
the
shackle
Aegis.
shot.
Now with the Aegis, man. Let's see.
It
1
is
minute.
risky. I mean, they have landed a nice shackler, but yeah, they've got to be so careful of EHOME now. EHOME are going to still very, very scary.
This guy's Superman. Aegis, Ion Shell,
Nah, you're not killing this Bristleback.
Surge.
You're not killing him.
Even with like negative armor, they're still not really compelled to kill him.
Well, shackle once again, but they
You
just
need
don't
the
want to
deeps,
go.
man.
Yeah, they've got to wait. Wait until either EHOME overextends or they themselves, Fnatic, get themselves a few more items on this Luna, really, before they can just run into a fight. So.
They have no mobility on their team aside from Wind Ranger. Like, even if you get like a vacuum wall, like Hookshot's not going to counter initiate that, and like your supports need to stay close enough to Mushi so that he doesn't die. So like right now their lineup doesn't have enough threats.
Wyvern moving in. He's going to dispel part of this smoke here. They're going to see them all here. They might get a free kill onto Lanham, but he knows he's going to get the ability to cold embrace himself. There's going to be a charge through onto Net. Lanham's still alive here. Does get off the Winter's Curse in time to hold Black in place.
The gem.
But they don't have any follow-up here. DJ's actually taking the gem, and now Kaka, he's going to go down. So, well, double kill for Black. The fact that the Wyvern was a little bit caught on his own.
Yep.
Paying off very nicely there for Fnatic.
And pass him a free gem. That's
yeah,
huge.
they might even... Can they get 11 here? Black's looking for a potential shackle, but won't find the angle. I mean, I guess we're seeing the strength there of the fact that, when Fnatic...
Oh, they're
fight,
good at not
yeah.
team fighting.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. When they fight an EHOME aren't grouped up
Yeah.
as 5, it can be golden for Fnatic.
Yeah. Darkseid's not there to save him or bail him out of that one. Still looks like they still want to contest 4 on 5, realizing that the Ion Shell Bristle can
Black.
do a lot of work.
They blink forward there, look for a shackle onto CTY, but CTY was there with the blink out of time.
That's a good play from Black.
Yeah, I mean, it's these little things, just being able to catch someone out is going to be big. They've got a hook shot back online for Chrissy, but I don't know if you want to, now the fact that EHOME have got all 5 back up, you think you just kind of take what you got there, Fnatic. It's quite a lead here still for the side of EHOME in terms of net worth and XP, 20k. They've got a long way to go, Fnatic, if they want to try and rip this one back round.
Luna's just too poor.
Is he going for it? Nah. There's a charge onto Mushi there, but he needs more. It's got Darks here moving in as well, and they do have a wall. Question is if they want to try and commit onto Mushi here. Pings are coming out as well onto Bristleback, and they're going to go for it here. Charge straight across onto Mushi here. 11's not there, but Lanham is. They'll start to get the deeps in. There's a Shallow Grave and a BKB coming out. They have an Eclipse as well, so Mushi might be able to change the Shadow Blade. The Glimmer Cape, in fact, being popped down on Spirit Breaker will allow him to get away. Winter's Curse has been dropped onto Black, holding him back. Old Chicken's found the kill onto the SD. Black's got a run, but there's a charge flying through it. EHOME kind of getting pulled apart here as they decide who to go for. They're going to opt for the killer onto Mushi, and CTY should be able to find it here, yet with the Soul Burn from the Orchid. DJ looks for the TP out, is going to make it. They can't cancel that one. Now with the Goo onto Ohio, they chase him down, search for Old Chicken, closing the gap onto this Dazzle. They'll find him. The Shackle won't latch here on Black either, but he blinks out, so he'll be fine. But again, another fight where we're seeing that when EHOME do turn up with a full roster, Fnatic just can't do anything about it at this point.
Pretty much. The supports are just like,
yeah,
they're there to make Mushi stronger, but he's not strong enough to kind of do that much on his own. So it's a lineup where they lack a lot of damage until when Ranger gets her next item. But she, you know, this game might end before she finishes the Daedalus.
Tier 3 falling here on the bottom lane. Fnatic still 2 men down. High on the Dazzle from the sidelines, and Mushi on his Luna. Black looking for a Shackle. Might actually connect here again, but even if it did, don't know if you want to be running out to that Bristleback. He's still pretty scary. And we're closing in on the time where Roshan's going to be back up. We should see ourselves how long the respawn's going to be. And it's a very short respawn. So this could really play into the hands of EHOME if they hang around and pick up the Aegis here. And then try and go high ground against Fnatic. Because we're already seeing when they fight into 5, they can't really come out top. And fighting into 6 is just going to be another level of pain here for the side of the Radiant.
Not enough mana on Darks here right now to execute a huge combo. So kind of just gearing up for probably one more fight. EHOME, honestly, they just need to stick together. If they're stuck together, like you can stall long enough with like Cold Embrace and Winter's Curse to just win the team fight. So Fnatic, I think they just need to smoke like immediately and go for a kill. They do have pretty good wards up, but like if you see EHOME going into Roche, what are you gonna do? You can't go
pretty
in.
Much. You just
So they have to fight them before they fight. And late game, if you just play passively and farm, you're not going to win out because Luna's still like not in the territory of being scary, especially with the CTY just being out of control.
Yeah, he's so far ahead.
Yeah,
He's a crazy amount ahead. 19k against the 11k of Luna.
Okay,
They're going to smoke here.
This is it.
I mean, is this a smoke and go Roche or smoke and go kill and then go Roche?
Smoke and get a kill.
Okay.
Like,
oh, okay, they get a Shackle onto Old Chicken, and this is a lot of damage, but the Cold Embrace coming out in time here. Mushi, even with the Eclipse, Lucent Beams, it's not enough to bring down Bristleback, and now the fight goes again. This vacuum and the wall drop down. The Cog's actually playing against Chrissy here as it traps in his own team. Mushi's going to get bursted down low. He's still trying to fight back here, but he'll almost still certainly fall, and he will. 4 are dead on the side of Fnatic. Now with the charge across onto the Shadow Demon. He's up on the cliff. And he's going to now be down in his grave as Net gets taken down as well. Triple kill for CTY.
That was a good idea, though. It was just a Glimmer Cold Embrace was way too strong.
Yeah,
like,
it's...
I don't know which one you ban out. Do you ban out the Darkseer or the Winter Wyvern next game? Like,
I think you ban out the Darkseer, to be fair. I mean, I think you just draft differently around the Wyvern pick, maybe get some more...
Yeah.
I don't know, magical news. They don't really have a lot of magical burst, really.
I mean, they both owned. CTUI also destroyed them.
Yeah, you've got to take the Quap away from EHOME, definitely.
Do you? There's so many heroes that you need to take out.
I think the Quap's got to be a priority here. There's a reason why this hero is like top
I mean,
tier
there's still like Tusk and other stuff like that, dude.
I guess, but this man's been very good on the ground. He's been incredibly active, but at the same time, he's farmed insanely well as well.
Yeah, CTY's really developed into something else.
He's not died a single time. I mean... And that's even against a team that's got a fair bit of catch potential with an SD, a Wind Ranger, and a Clockwork. You're just not killing this Quap.
I mean, even the Bristleback did a lot, though.
Yeah.
Like, him on the front line kind of let Quap to not die. So it's like, I don't know. Their lineup was just very... It just really came together, and their team play really synergizes with their lineup. Oh, that's a long Shackle.
Again, like
Is
the
that for real?
Shackle onto Old Chicken, but they just... It doesn't matter. I mean, he really doesn't care, Bristleback.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
That CTY positioning himself in the trees, just south. Yeah, he is. He's just chilling here at the moment. He's got a Sonic Wave back up, probably for the... I didn't get the... What's he got at the moment, CTY? How long to this Sonic Wave? No, he didn't go Ags this game, so he's still got to wait a fair bit. But he's got the Hex and he'll jump straight in. Looking for Black. CTY spot the BKB and now Chicken moves BKB as well. Running in. The wall again onto 2. Net and Ohio just getting destroyed by this Darkseer.
Over
Yeah.
and over.
Yeah,
and
this
over.
man's walls have been on point every time. I don't think we've seen a single bad wall this game, to be fair. And which, as I said, was kind of a nice surprise from the beginning performance, where he got caught out a lot. But obviously, SD very strong against the Darkseer lane. It's always going to be an issue in terms of getting yourself away when the team does decide to jump.
And
Yeah.
they committed 3 heroes full time to that lane.
They did as well. It was not an easy lane.
Yeah, and top lane is a matchup that Clockwork simply can't win. So that's that's a win for CTY. And I think Old Chicken did surprisingly well in the mid lane too. I didn't expect him to have like even
Yeah,
CS.
against Black's win range.
I'd expect like 70% or 80%.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at this point, they're just walking around, clearing out the base. And Fnatic, they might try and go for something here, but it's really going to be the last resort. They've got an Eclipse. Level 16 is on Mushy. He's going to try and come in from the backside, but DJ threads the needle. The hook shot missing everybody. CTY just pops the BKB. He does not care about the Eclipse. They've lost the Shadow Demon. And they'll probably lose Mushi here as well as EHOME surround him. Mushi's trying to turn around with the right clicks, but the Hex is coming out. Old Chicken's moving in onto Black at the same time. And with the Winter's Curse, Sonic Wave beautifully across the field onto multiple units. There's a buyback here on Black, but GG's called. Fnatic will tap out. EHOME will take game 1. And in a game, they just got to the point where EHOME got ahead. And Fnatic, they were just never going to catch back up.
it's a pretty simple showcase of how strong Darkseer plus Winter Wyvern in combination is. Like that was just so incredibly devastating. Even like even if you don't have any items, like he didn't need a blink for that one fight near the Roche pit at the Anxious. Like you don't need any items. It's like, okay, we got 3 people, we Winter's Curse, and boom. If you have any sort of damage followed up, you win the fight. So Fnatic either need to go all in on the lanes, or they need to draft more team fight or stalling heroes like Keeper or something like that to kind of take EHOME out of their 5-man style. Even Beastmaster, kind of see them where they're coming and split push a little bit
Beastmaster
more.
would be interesting
But
one, yeah. But I think, we were talking about the individual player performance. So EHOME, everyone there really had a fantastic game. Lanham, of course, on the Wyvern, making some very nice saves. We saw the power of that here. And it's just going to be, I think the most interesting thing really is going to be in Game 2, what Fnatic do differently in the draft. And as you were saying, who they take away from EHOME if they do decide to take away some of these heroes that they've showcased their ability on this game. Because Fnatic have got reason to be very scared if they get their hands on similar heroes in Game 2.
Yeah, maybe even something like a Silencer I think would work out, but they just let them get, okay, let's just get all the team fight heroes and destroy you at team fights.
It's pretty
GG.
scary. GG indeed. We'll be back for Game 2 between EHOME and Fnatic, so don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It's been myself, Odie Pixel, and Malini, and Game 2 will be around the corner in just a few minutes. Just sick. Okay, right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fnatic versus EHOME. This is game 2 here at the Nanyang Championships in Singapore. I'm OD Pixel. I'm here with Malini once more. And, of course, game 1 was indeed taken by the side of EHOME. If you've just joined us, it was quite a messy game for Fnatic. They looked to have a bit of a hope at the start, but got to the point where EHOME were winning every team fight time and time again. After the back of a bit of a dodgy fight around the ancient stacks of the die that the Fnatic hang around for a little bit too long on. But here we go, second game, second draft. We were talking about what Fnatic would take away from EHOME, and indeed, well, one of them, as you suggested, Ben, is they do take away the Wyvern this game.
It's a big problem, man.
It was. There was a lot of cold embraces that saved a lot of heroes coming out from Lanham in that game, and yeah, you don't want him on that hero.
I also think the Winter's Curse is pretty strong too because of the anti-BKB.
Oh yeah, with the DS. Do you think they'll take the Darkseer here again? 'Cause it was very good.
I think so. I don't see why not. Your strength is team fight, not laning, so you
and there's
want
a lot of other heroes you can combo him with.
Ember Spirit.
Doom. Okay.
There's what? Ooh.
Spirit Breaker again. I mean,
Big beefy bruisers, man.
were you impressed by the Spirit Breaker performance in the last game? I wouldn't say it was
They
the
just needed
standout
someone to
one.
start off the fight.
I guess so.
I think a lot of times people underestimate the value of the strength hero up in front. He puts the team in a bad position. He like creates opportunities for your initiators to get those jumps, and often it wouldn't work unless you had that hero up in front to kind of get their attention. He's like it's kind of his job to just I don't want to say like corral them, but create opportunities for your team during the team fights. Without that hero, you don't have any vision, and those heroes get vision, so it's good. It also kind of eliminated the split push strategy from Fnatic, split push and farm.
Yeah.
So that's a really important part of Spirit Breaker. How's our sounds looking?
Well, we're just trying to believe we've not got any in-game sounds at the moment for some reason. We did fix this before, didn't we? Can you remember how you did it, man? You pressed some magic button.
Did I?
I think maybe you just unmuted these and it worked, to be fair.
I think it might just be really quiet.
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah.
Guys, can you hear the water? I don't think they can. But they'll let us know. Could you hear the water, guys?
Hopefully.
Seconds remaining.
I think so.
There's something's appearing there.
Reserve time.
Yes, you can. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Right. For some reason, we have to have it on like max.
Why don't we just put? Oh. So what should we have it? We don't want to hear the water all the time.
Well, no, but it's like we can turn ourselves down. Wait.
What? They can hear it.
No, but they couldn't hear it when it was low.
Why don't we just put it on?
It's just like super quiet.
Why don't we just put on like this then?
Okay. Can you hear it currently, guys, or do you need it loud?
I don't want it to be like over.
I want to know if you're enjoying the water.
That's not a pleasant sound.
It isn't. It's a good job we just went to the loo. Yes, you giant.
Remaining.
Yes, the water is relaxing. There you go, Ben.
Okay.
Water.
Well, let us know if the sounds
We're casting in the
are
pool.
out of.
Yeah. No, what? They can't hear it. Yeah, it's like.
This was while we were messing with it.
Did we mess with this?
They said this is fine.
No, they're saying no.
Yes,
Yeah. No.
This is yes.
Yes.
No
Alright.
water, but we can hear
Whatever.
bands.
They
What?
can hear pins.
Bands.
Bands. Oh, they can. It's fine. Okay.
We can just
Just
barely hear.
keep it this way. Stop changing. We're leaving it. We're not touching anything else. We've done it.
Okay, so Razor is
Alright.
kind of seen as a Doom counter, but it's at the same time, it's not that great.
He can just walk it off, can't he? He's a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I guess as if you can't really jump in and.
If you
Okay.
get your static link off,
Yeah.
then usually Razors don't care.
Yeah.
Like you can
Easy,
pre-cast
yeah.
your ultimate, you static link someone, and then you just run it. It's like, okay, whatever, I got Doom, no big deal. I'll just keep on doing my thing. So they also had a Dazzle for the sustain, so that's pretty decent. I think the best way to counter Doom is to actually make sure he has a terrible early game.
Okay.
If he's a position 3. If he's position 1, it's a little bit different. But position 3, you just concentrate a lot of resources on your support to make sure that he does not get that much.
I mean,
farm.
already just having something like a Dazzle. I mean, that's going to be good against the Doom, isn't it? In terms of just keeping people alive throughout the end of it. You know, saving them, and also
10
just
seconds
the
remaining.
amount of physical damage you can kick out. You know, regarding the fact that Doom early game has pretty
5
bad armor.
seconds remaining.
So that's
Commit to it. Get the shadow.
They get the SD out again for Fnatic.
No, the SD didn't do that much for them. He
It
like
killed the Darkseer at the beginning.
it killed the Darkseer,
Yeah.
but after that it it kind of saved heroes, but
It stopped the charges.
saving a hero doesn't win you a fight. You still need damage to follow. You still need like disables, lockdown.
I mean, do you want something different, like maybe pull out Rubik this game?
I think Rubik's actually pretty good.
I'd like to
Rubik's
see
good versus
Rubik
Spirit
come out,
Breaker. It's okay versus
I think
Doom.
okay, they take the Darkseer themselves this game. Oh, okay, I mean it's taken away from EHOME as well. I mean obviously Doom picked up, so I guess they weren't expecting it from the side, but having a Darkseer, they obviously saw how well EHOME played it in these team fights, and they're going to try for it themselves this time.
Some people like Stampede to counter Doom, but
Yeah.
that's not that common nowadays. What else
Okay.
can you counter Doom with? Alchemist is pretty good.
Okay, yeah, we haven't seen any out this
Alchemist
this
is
stream.
good for multiple reasons. Firstly, Chemical Rage out-regions it. Secondly, you can split up
10
the farm
seconds
so that a
remaining.
Doom doesn't really affect you that much. What else is there? I've seen Abaddon work
5
decently too. I think
seconds
PBD
remaining.
actually pulled that out once. Or Abaddon.
Yeah, we don't see many teams at all picking up Abaddon.
Nope.
Reserve
That's,
time.
what are the reasons for that, man?
Glimmer Cape
Glimmer Cape.
being better than the hero.
The hero, wow. Wow, shots fired at the Abaddon.
No, he's okay. He's not that in that great a place, but he's still situationally good.
Our fourth pick here for the side of EHOME. We've got what we'd imagine to be... okay, it's going to be them themselves picking up the SD, so a bit of a switch around here with the heroes from both sides. Fnatic taking their Darkseer and EHOME taking their Shadow Demon.
The Purge is really good versus Darkseer, but that's like,
Yep.
Not that big of a point in the team fights. It's like he has to be running away, he has to be hasted, and Shadow Demon has to be there with his ultimate up. So it's not actually that common of a thing, but it's really good at zoning him out early and making sure his life is miserable. So I don't know. I think Fnatic should go for something like an Undying, like a Darkseer Undying dual lanes
10
to
seconds
ensure the
Okay.
Darkseer's farm. It's kind of similar to what we saw Digital Chaos do with the Darkseer and the was it
5
Darkseer? It was
seconds remaining.
Enchantress plus Ogre in the offlane. So you kind of get that hero as like, okay, make sure you get level 3 and then you can go do other stuff.
Reserve time.
And Undying's kind of like really good at team fighting. So that was, I think, their big weakness last game. Still, they don't have that. I mean, Darkseer's like okay, but
Is there any chance of us seeing... no, we wouldn't see a Mushi TA come out here, would we?
unlikely.
Okay. Oh, let's see what they do. What for here is their full pick. They're going to go for the Ogre themselves. We saw obviously DC do it early in the series
Yeah.
today. Fnatic are going to go for a run with it this time. And you were saying earlier, you're comparing Fnatic and DC. Maybe this is going to be the game where we can see who runs the Ogre Magi better. I mean, a reason why they feel that's the hero of this draft? Because not
10
every team's a
seconds
fan of the
remaining.
Ogre.
Yeah, it's definitely decent now and then.
Yeah.
Like Darkseer kind of
5
rose into
seconds
popularity because of the resurgence of 2-1-2 lanes, and then now you'll see teams like 3-1-1 again
Reserve
just to
time.
make sure the Darkseer is underfarmed. And the way you
Yes.
counter that is you have another hero with the Darkseer to make sure that the Darkseer gets farmed, so he can actually do stuff for his 3 heroes. So it's kind of a push and pull thing in that lane. Although it's taken a few months for it to develop either way.
Oh, Jug's going to have the ban out here.
Jug, the healing one versus Doom.
Yes, I guess there's another way to counteract that. That's for sure. The Fnatic with their final ban here, looking to take away,
10 seconds
I
remaining.
guess, what would be the mid laner here
5
for
seconds
old Chicken.
remaining.
If it's going to be CTY again on the quap, and obviously Kaka roaming around in the Spirit Breaker.
Reserve time.
Lanham on the SD. Let's have a look what they decide to grab here for old Chicken. Oh, Klinks is going to be banned out. Okay, so they may be anticipating that old Chicken's going to take quap mid and CTY will play something different in the safe lane.
I wonder why Fnatic are so scared of the Clinks. I mean, it's pretty good, but not that many teams pick it up. I don't
guess-
actually think it's particularly good versus their lineup.
I mean, it's one of those heroes I guess can just kite out the static link. You know, static link's not going to be that much of a use. You can just
Yeah, people
speed
like
away and get back into the fight.
Ember Spirit, for example, though.
Yeah.
Like Ember's really good versus
Actually,
Razor.
yeah, the fact that we haven't seen Ember touched on.
10 seconds remaining.
Or like Anti-Mage or PL, like those are all
Mm.
fine versus Razor. There's
5
plenty of ways to
seconds
deal with it.
remaining.
Or Lotus Orb, as we kind of saw, although that wasn't the best.
Reserve time.
But you don't want to draft too hard against the Razor, because Razor's like kind of decent versus everything, but I guess he's really good versus BKB melee heroes that can't move.
Oh, EHOME taking their time here, right to the
10
bonus.
seconds remaining.
Final 10 seconds.
Why haven't we seen more Elk?
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know.
Arena.
I guess the teams that we've just been watching are just not the biggest of fans. I don't think we've even seen him been banned out in the games.
Yeah, I think it might be
Yeah.
too slow of a. I mean, he farms really fast, but like still, the overall play style of the hero is like kind of wait until Manta, Radiance, Octarine, and then after that you start fighting with your next item, which is 25 minutes in. But it's really weak versus very early and well executed 5-man.
Final pick here for the side of Fnatic. So EHOME, they
10
went with the Lina in
seconds
the end.
remaining.
Obviously one of those heroes that's going to be comboed nicely with the SD.
5 seconds.
We'll see which way around they want to do it. If
PL,
they do
maybe?
Lina in lane here, and for Fnatic maybe.
Reserve
But I mean,
time.
when you say the lineup so far kind of orients around kind of the earlier fighting, and I mean I guess PL.
Yeah,
offers some
but they
similar
like
game-
their insurance.
Yeah. Okay. So well, let's see if they do go for something a bit.
What's your win condition with Fnatic's lineup? Out execute them in team fights?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Gotta be
risky.
very risky.
Especially considering how the last game went. So, Spectre maybe?
I was gonna say, do they run? If they run the Spectre.
Spec's
10
okay. I think he'll be
seconds
pressured a
remaining.
lot though. They can just aggro.
Oh.
Ooh, that's different.
Okay, that is different.
That's
that is something we wouldn't have been able to call.
that's committing a lot more to the team fight. So, I wasn't actually expecting them to commit more to the team fight than they did last time. But
I mean, they're going full in now on it.
they are.
Yeah.
They're like, let's do this. I mean, silence is really good. I think once you get your ghost out, it's also like, okay, if you precast ghost, then Doom's not that big of a deal. So there's no like real good ideal Doom targets. Maybe Darkseer before he gets his spells off is actually the best, especially if he's the mech carrier. But
All right.
This game I expect them to 5-man a lot more.
Yeah, this Death Prophet. I mean, this is if Mushi can pull this off, I will be impressed. I mean, they've certainly got the synergy with the minus armor, with Dazzle, with the weave, and Death Prophet waltzing in with those ghosts.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
They definitely need more
10
armor on
seconds
EHOME side.
remaining.
Yes, yeah. They've got to be aware of this. And Ben, let's keep on form and get rid of that overlay. As we're
Oh,
always on top of
you're
that.
good.
There we go, stream.
You are
Didn't
good.
even need a prompt from
Prepare
Twitch chat.
for battle.
We're stepping it up here on Stream B of the Nanyang Championships coverage. We've got EHOME up against Fnatic here. Now, my DBXL, I'll be joined by Malini. And, well, Malini, do you want to tell us who's on one of the sides and what we're seeing in terms of lanes?
Team Fnatic, we have DJ, aka Chrissy, in the offlane Darkseer. Following them, we have Mushi playing the Death Prophet, Net on the Ogre, Magi, Razor played by Black, and in the safe lane we have Dazzle, Ohio.
Okay, and over on the side of EHOME, you've got 11. He's going to be rocking the Doombringer this time on the offlaner. And Kaka, again, are going to be roaming around the map on the Spirit Breaker. Lanham playing the Shadow Demon. Old Chicken on his mid lane. Lina, that's going to leave down on the bottom. CTY once again on that Queen of Pain, which we did talk about how fabulous a performance he did have in Game 1. So I'm pretty sure they'll probably look to maybe even try and put some more pressure on the Queen earlier on this game, because it's going to be hard to do so. The only problem is in terms of lockdown. I mean,
You have
they're
Silence.
relying on the silence.
Silence is already pretty good, I'd say.
You
Like-
reckon it's enough?
I mean, Ogre is also pretty
Yeah.
good too. Like, you.
Yeah. I don't know.
mean-
I'm just seeing CTY getting away most times here. Unless
Yeah.
they can roam around with the
It's
silencers.
just because the team fights went so poorly for them.
Yeah.
Like, you just got like vacuum wall into Sonic Wave, and everyone's running, and then CTY is able to clean up. So
Yeah.
I think now that they have a stronger team fight draft, as well as the potential silence coming out from the Death Prophet, that she can't go as crazy. As well as good frontliners. Razor and Ogre are both pretty good frontliners that like aren't necessarily that worried about getting doomed, but they might get doomed.
And here we go. And just a quick check for you, ladies and gentlemen at home. Do let us know. Can you hear the in-game sounds? We've tried to fix it for you guys. So hopefully it'll be a little bit better now. We can turn them up, though, if there's a huge issue there. But I do apologise again for having these issues, but we're trying to do our best to sort them here.
So they already blocked the 30-second spawn in this camp, so that 11 can't get his first creep. Like, if he gets a Satyr, like, that lane is really hard for the team opposite of Doom to win. So, I mean, that's not that high of a chance of him getting a Satyr, but it's still, like, high enough that you need to worry. And they even place a sentry to make sure that Doom does not have an easy time. So there's kind of, you know, a couple of steps that you need to do. Limit his spawn, and I would say don't put him in a one-on-one matchup, because Doom's really good at those, because he can pretty much out-regen almost anything thrown his way.
Okay, I mean, bottom lane at the moment, Net just forcing back the Shadow Demon.
Oh, the
And
wolf.
there we go. He's got himself that wolf.
It's pretty good. Let's see what other camps there are. He might look just to see if he wants to pick any up later. Was he looking for chicken?
I mean, how close is Death Prophet to getting something sent out here at the moment? Is Mushi, is he closing in on the bottle of gold? Is that what they're...
400. It's not.
Okay, they're not going to hang around here. They're going to need a charge through to mid by the looks of it, though, so I mean, Mushi is incredibly low here.
Oh, they're going to dive him
He is
for sure.
very low.
They have a cell, but I don't even know if that's going to be enough.
I don't think... he just pop it in time to get a fair bit of regen out, but there's the charge through.
Where's the...
Is Doom coming in?
Where's the Doom?
Oh, no. Okay. All right.
Okay.
That was...
Self up, charge, go again. Let's do this. They should have done it the first time, though. Now, like, the supports on Fnatic are already going to be kind of up. You know, they know what's going on.
I mean, the CS at the moment in the mid lane looking good for Lina. 13-1 against the 9-for-2, but obviously Mushi did have to just deal with that bit of pressure that EHOME were applying, but a little bit of a bit sloppy there from the side of EHOME, and a bit of wasted time as well, pulling them away from that top lane. Which
Is this just going to sit there?
Razor. Looks like no one's interested in it. Oh, I'm coming for you. He can't do it though. He's a little bit. If he had that haste rune though,
I know.
He'd be on it.
Okay. Guess they save it for old chicken.
Unfortunate for him not to be able to catch that.
I mean, that might be bad for Net if he comes downhill.
He's looking towards top here by the looks of it. Hasting straight up for the action here. He'd love to find Black.
He's a hard kill though.
Dire's top tower
I mean,
is
he
under
is.
attack.
They're going to charge across. Very nicely done. They'll get the light strike onto Black, but I guess the plasma field off. Can they actually kill him though? That's the
With
question.
the Dragon Slave. Oh.
They're going to dive for this. They're not giving up. I mean, we've got 11 chasing down Ohio. They'll get that kill and they will.
Middle tower
They'll
No. Someone aggro them.
They just can't kill Black though. I mean, they dove for one.
Radiant's courier has been
And, well, Black, he needs to be careful here, and he's going to get taken down. Old Chicken finds the killer, ball himself up. He may even just turn onto Net here if Kaka can come and help.
What happened to the chicken?
He's just cutting out Net. Net gets the fire blast. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, Ben. Okay, Ohio just turns up for the cheeky double kill.
I think Mushi killed the chicken maybe? I have no idea where it was, but
Wow.
I can't really expect that anyone
A
else
lot of
would've.
crazy stuff happened there. Suddenly 6 people died.
I thought they were going to go
And
for the
Curry's
easy
gone.
kill,
Middle tower
which is
is under
the ogre, because they saw him wrap around and they know that he's in this area, so it would have been like decent for them to go for him. But killing Razor is just so hard in the early game. Maybe if he had like a stunner or even a hellbear, might have been closer. But he also had a nice move where he didn't get hit by a light strike.
Yes.
Use the self.
Oh, old Chicken getting
Dire's
that
middle
bounty,
tower
closing
is
in
under attack.
on the old level 6 so he can burst down Mushi. But yeah, Mushi on this Death Prophet. He's doing alright now in terms of farm. Net's coming in. Just going to look for a bit of harassment onto Chicken.
Wow, level 1 Fire Blast is very underwhelming.
Just a little bit.
I thought I would see more than like 5% of his HP go away.
Well, he's hanging around mid net. He wants to be as annoying as he can against this Lina. Make sure that EHOME
Wow.
don't find a good start in the mid
Dox's
lane.
CS is actually really low. 12 CS versus 23. Like, he has as many denies as he has CS.
CTY, man.
That's
He should have maybe
insane.
taken away the quad. He's going to have he's got the beginnings of a very good
usually
game.
that's a lane you're comfortable giving to the Darkseer. You're like, it's not a bad matchup by any means. Like, it's I would say probably a wash at worst, like 80% for one or the other. But that's actually crazy that he's winning the lane that hard. I don't know if there was like some interruption at the start, but it doesn't actually look like it because they're okay in terms of levels together.
Oh, bit of a fight here as they found out Net, and Net has got Mushi coming in. Can Mushi save him? Net will get out of the Fire Blast. Net's pretty tanky, but the bash is there from Kaka. They'll find one. Now maybe look at trying to go for Mushi, but Ohio's coming in on the Dazzly. They've got a wrap around from Black as well, and Lana will simply just keep himself out. He will be able to get himself away. Old Chicken on the retreat as well.
One more, gotta dodge it.
It should be...
Oh!
Okay.
Nice dodge.
Well played, well played, well played.
That was good. Did you see their teamwork too? It's like, okay, we got this kill. Everyone backed
Yeah.
off at the same time. That
It was
was
a very nice retreat
yeah.
from you.
I like their teamwork and their synergy. They're all on the same page. Like, let's get out of here.
I think it's just had the fact that DJ is getting a bit of farm here on the Darkseer. He's getting level 6 around the corner pretty quickly. He's still fully confident to stay in lane. And let me just give him Mushi a bit of a whack. Bottom lane. Charge across, but stop the illusion hit. Won't be following through onto the real Darkseer, so it's going to be
Shoot
fine.
with the ion shell.
So still finding levels, but the fact there, as you were saying, that CTY is having a pretty good time.
Oh, that's a
on
big
this.
stack.
Ooh. Are they taking this? She's turned up. The disruption out. Ohio's here as well. EHOME got to be careful if they want to stick around. And yeah, they'll have to back off. So Mushi will still be able to finish off this stack, at least for Fnatic.
Wrong one.
Oh, there we go. Nothing too key being coming out 6 minutes in at the moment. But I mean, this offlane Doom as well, I guess working towards the Midas here. The gloves on top of the Tranquils.
Yeah, still pretty tight game. Looks like he's going for a different build though on the Darks here.
Okay, what, Vanguard up first?
Why Vanguard?
Yeah, I don't know.
Radiant's
It's not the
bottom
item, really, is it?
tower
Why
is
ring?
under
What is he
attack.
going? What's going on? So
Lotus Orb.
he expects
Doom
someone else
the
to get the
Doom.
mech?
Maybe is Mushi getting the mech this game?
I don't see any items on
Huh?
him that would lead.
Is Razor getting the mech?
Razor might be getting the mech, but he's actually not that farmed. I don't know. Where's Chicken? What's Chicken tell me? What's he doing with this Ring of Health?
Mid late. It was going to just be a defensive disruption. Just getting old Chicken back as they hold Mushi in place so he can't chase down.
I guess it's a pipe? I don't know.
I mean,
Vanguard's very underwhelming versus their lineup. They have so much magic damage.
casual ring.
You would just
Hey,
get...
what's going on mid lane, Ben? Let's have a look.
Sorry.
We've got a bit of aggression here.
I was so
They'll
scared.
lose Lena. They may just lose Spirit Breaker here as well as Fnatic. Yeah, they'll get that double kill for Mushi. Very nicely done. I mean, this is the Mushi DP coming into play now.
Radiant's middle tower.
You just gets him out of that one. CTY still level 8. I feel a lot of this is going to be down to how active this squad can be. As he's having a very, very good time down here. But the team do need him because at the moment Fnatic having a slightly better time in terms of catching people out.
He might need a bottle. Is he picking up a bottle? Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a bottle in this situation. You're like low HP, but you don't want to leave the lane because it's a free farm lane. So you get a bottle to top yourself off, and you want to move around as a quap anyways. So, bottle, you know, it's not looked upon favorably as a off lane or safe lane pickup, but it's in general like really good if you want to keep up pressure.
Yes, yeah, just stay in lane. Be as efficient as possible. And Jay's going to go for the Orchid first again this game, trying to get that online as quick as he can.
Dire's middle tower.
Nice
is
stacks
under
being done here by EHOME in the Radiant jungle. Going to allow the Lina probably to back off and kill these.
Lena's really poor. She's died 3 times.
We're seeing them kind of move up with these very aggressive motions towards the Dire jungle, but each time Fnatic have been there with the reply.
So what do they need? A fire blast before he blinks?
I mean,
Oh, they need a surge into a fire blast.
I guess they
don't
can
know.
chase, but
That's hard.
he should be able to get away here. I don't know if they get this kill. I mean,
He doesn't have any
no points to
silence.
Yeah. I don't think he's
This
killing
is
this
tough.
guy.
This is so tough. I don't know how they're gonna do this.
And there, I mean,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. I think this
I
is
don't
just kind
know.
of wasted time here for Mushi, isn't it?
Maybe they're hoping that support comes by. But
Yeah, and then maybe they'll just look to push the
Like,
tower.
I
off
mean,
the
that
back
looked
with the
very
burst.
premeditated, though. It's like, we want to kill the Queen of Pain. Let's smoke us, too. But maybe they didn't realize that he had no points in silence. I'm still not sure as to the point of that. And if they wanted to steal stacks, they would have smoked straight into the jungle instead.
Very strange.
Very
Yeah,
strange indeed.
they just
But-
wait for the rune, and Mushi's gonna.
Yeah.
He's got a haste rune, so now maybe he could try for it. He's going to go for the mid lane instead by the looks of it. But there's a wraparound, in fact, by EHOME. Kaka's kind of position ready to jump in on the
I
dash.
know he's there, though. He's sitting right on top of us.
Yeah.
An observer. Still, interesting. Even, like, CTY's so careful. Look at him with a chicken micro, too. He's microing it, like, over the trees because he thinks that they're in his jungle, which he's correct.
Oh, there's going to be a charge coming onto the top lane for Kaka. They realise the Black's on his own. I don't know if they want to dive this necessarily with the Doom. Are they going to go for it here with the ultimate? No, Kaka holds off. Bottom lane still. She is hanging around with DJ. They're just clearing up some jungle camps. But they're not finding the kills that they need to be at this point, really.
Okay, looks like it's a pipe.
Okay.
Don't burn
Yeah,
your
as you said, it makes a lot more sense than the Vanguard.
Yeah.
There we go. Pop the haste. He's going to try and go, but CTY.
Is under attack.
All right. He goes for the TP out.
Oh,
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
wow. That's so close.
All right.
That was a good
That was very close.
opportunity spot by Mushi, though. I think if he doesn't TP out, he might die. I don't know. His blink was pretty close to being off cooldown, though. But probably could have just run him down. Oh, chicken. Need that eels.
Top lane, Kaka still hiding around, ready to jump onto Black.
But see, like, he's unafraid. He sees 2 heroes in lane, and
Yeah.
he's just like, I don't even care if they do me. I know that they can't kill me without incurring heavy punishments. So I don't know. It's shaping up to be pretty good, I think, for Fnatic. Because
mean,
generally in a one-on-one, like Doom's like, oh god,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get doomed. But
But still, they're hanging around the Radiant jungle. Mushi and that are now going to leave. I mean, I think they realise that CTY is the issue, but they don't really have the means to kill him. So they're just going to have to kind of let the quad be and continue to have the free farm on the bottom lane.
it's a decent time to fight though if you're EHOME. They don't have the ghosts, and there is no mech on the side of Dire side. So I think it's if they want to go for a kill, because they've been trying to search for kills with the Spirit Breaker, but not really connecting on any of them. Oh, Shadow Demon coming around behind.
Oh,
Oh.
no, Lanham.
Lanham, use the poison, bro.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Unfortunate there for the side of EHOME. Losing out on a potential kill. At top lane, though. Kaka's just been finding some solo XP. You've got Mushi and Ohio grouping up mid. They've got the weave, they've got the smoke. Mushi hasn't got the ghost, though, for 45 seconds, so they'll probably wait a tad before going again with the Death Prophet.
Yeah, he's going Yules. Yules is pretty good because you can kite the Doom really easily. And it's also just a good setup for the silence on the Quap. It's also good against like a Lina combo. It's also good at stopping the Spirit Breaker. So Yules is kind of a no-brainer pickup here for many, many reasons. And if you get Doom, you can kind of just run away. Hopefully.
Yeah, the rules, of course, for Lina as well coming around the corner very shortly. So she'll have that one out on her. But again, we're kind of at a passive point. Both teams a little bit unsure on where to make the move and where to jump. So,
Ooh, Sage first from Black. So
okay,
they're
we'll go for the S and Y again, I guess.
They're relying on Ohio to get the mech.
I guess so. I mean,
Not what I would expect.
Top
Uh-oh,
lane.
old chicken. You're in trouble, dude.
They're
You'll be
just going
fried
to dive
chicken
this.
soon.
Oh my goodness, Mushi. Having no mercy there with the ghosts. And this is big. Fnatic should be able to find a tower off the back of this one.
Well, that
Radiant
is.
structures are fortified.
I'm a little surprised that EHOME isn't this, like, judging from their play last game. They're generally like pretty good about team fighting together, but they're kind of just trying to farm out passively with the Doom Devoured, the Doom Midas, and of course Lina on her way to Yules, which is
Radiant's top tower
not happened yet.
Oh, that invis ring though. CTY is going to be fine. That the ghost won't find anything more, but honestly, so far the Death Prophet from Mushi, it's been doing what it needs to do.
2 ghosts, 2 towers.
Yeah, that's efficiency and a half there with the ultimate usage. I mean, mid lane still. Maybe looking for some more here. This time EHOME want to try and find a tower.
Dire structures.
Well, in case she comes out, Black turns into the fight as well. There'll be a charge onto Ohio. The tower's incredibly low here. It's going to get denied here by Fnatic. So a little bit of lost gold there,
Dire's
taken away from the side of
middle tower
EHOME.
has been denied.
Why aren't they charging the Darkseer more?
DJ's been given quite a bit of space now.
Yeah. Like, if you were charged, they would have gotten that kill on the bottom.
Yeah.
If you were charged right now, they would know where he is and go for a kill once he's a little bit closer. They also don't have, like, any observer wards in this area, so they wouldn't even see the charge coming for the most part. But, yeah, I mean, he's, like, really farmed for what he should be right now. No Yules pickup. It might be a dangerous setup. If you have to start with Disruption, that's 2.5 more seconds the opposing team can react.
Let's see if they can be able to react quick enough. He's coming in. They're looking for the top lane as Kaka starts to push the wave out as well. Fnatic, again, looking for CTY here. They'll look for the combo silence and they won't get it. The silence coming out a little bit too early from Mushi. And CTY simply blink out into the trees and will be able to TP himself out as well. So we're just seeing again, they just can't catch this quap.
Still, she's scared though. She has the Orchid, but
Is under attack.
she's still very vulnerable. Classic smoke into the opponent's jungle to drop some observer wards to look for some ganks, as happened. Like, ideally you like see a Razor, you charge him, as soon as the Spirit Breaker gets close you doom him, or yeah, you doom, and then you go for a kill on him. So that's a pretty good game plan going for them, but I don't know if Fnatic's going to give them any sort of opportunity like that, because ghosts are up yet again. They're not really taking an opportunity of like the super long ghost cooldown. 2.5 minutes.
EHOME
of
starting to be a
time.
bit more passive. I guess the fact that they've got this Doom rocking the Midas constantly farming up. He's now got a blink, so
Yeah.
maybe now they'll feel a bit more
Well, now they finally have the
likely to
Yules
fight.
too on Lina.
yeah. Oh, here's Mushi coming in with the ghost. The silence is onto Old Chicken. Old Chicken runs away to the high ground. Lanham just melts to the aggression of Fnatic. And now off the back of that, they'll take a tier 1 for free. You have got the Doom wrapping around here. Maybe seeing if you can pull away the creeps, but the tower's already gone. He's, yeah, the Courier's going to get microed away. I was going to say that Courier was about to walk into a Doom. And moving forward, 11 will just be able to TP out there. They didn't have the vision to cancel that one. So they'll find the ghost and yet again finding a kill. But as you said, you know, with the first two now, with the third and the fourth, use of the ghost effective every time here from Mushi.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're waiting for, to make a move and kill some people. Like, Death Prophet's like notoriously weak at this point in the game. Well, I guess before Yule's, but she's already kind of gotten to that point where you don't really want to doom her, but if you don't, she's going to kill your entire team with just walking in with the exorcism.
I mean, what's the build on DP nowadays? Do you go for the Shivas, do you go for the Hex, or do you go for something even like the Octarine to tank up?
You need some HP. I think Drums is okay. Atos is also really good.
Yeah.
Although maybe not versus their heroes. You can go Bloodstone, which is the older build. Octarine is also really good because of the super long cooldown Exorcism. But I think in general HP is much better. Like either Bit Booster into Atos or Bloodstone Octarine.
In one lane, I'm going to jump in here. Cecil just pops out the silence. Ooh,
Oh, that was
looking
so
for
close.
a fire blast, yeah.
The Yule's nerf.
If they landed that, that would have been a very dead quap. Bit of a wraparound from Black as well, though. 11's got to keep himself very hidden in the pit. Does not want to reveal himself to the side of EHOME. For now, it certainly feels like they've got a stronger hold on this game. Right?
Yeah, it's because like every ghost is like, okay, T1, 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 but they're up one tower and not really up that much gold. They're only up like, what, 2,500. 1,000 of that is T1 tower, so they really need like an Aegis, I think, to transition, but they don't want to blow the ghost on it. But I think they might, because that's the next important point, turning point in the game. But I mean, Lena's been like super quiet. Like generally, you just like feed off Death Prophets without any HP. Like before the point booster, she was sitting at like 950.
Yeah,
That's like prime. Like, hey, let's kill him.
I mean, we've got the Yule set up onto DJ here. They will look for this one.
Okay, the Put of Defiance.
Works out nicely from there. Double multicast onto Kaka. They'll chase this down. They'll get the Spirit Breaker now. They're going to look for more with the Yule set up onto Old Chicken. He'll just get destroyed by the side of Fnatic.
You could tell he's like, what? He's not dead from that? Because if they thought he was going to do that much damage, he would have just doomed him.
Yeah, he kind of casted the Doom. Yeah, he was like, we don't need this.
Well,
he did.
2 heroes and Roche for Ghost.
Maybe make that 3 if they could catch out Lanham. And with this static link, Lanham's just going to be dead as well. Fnatic, this game just playing a hell of a lot better than they did in the first one and destroying EHOME at this point. And the fact that they probably get the Roshan here as well.
I think Mushi is like a better pace controller than Black in the mid lane. I think I generally prefer it when he's in the mid because, like, you know, both one positions I think they farm a lot. Like him on the Luna or Black on whatever carry. But in the mid position, their play varies a lot. And Mushi's a lot more active than Black, which is kind of what you need. You can't have 2 people that take up too much farm. Or else you just, you lose out on way too much on the map, so.
Top lane, CCY and Kaka just trying to push it in. It's going to be a TP through here from the Darkseid, but we've already seen now how hard it is to kill DJ.
Have we seen anyone doomed yet?
I don't think we have. I think we saw him nearly cast the Doom on the Darkseid, but that was about it at this point. He's been very conservative with his use of the ult here.
DJ actually had a Midas too? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he actually picked that up after the hood. He picked that up pretty late.
Wow. And Ohio has his mech? Where are they getting all these items?
Well,
that's crazy.
You just see top spot to get the kill and maybe even find net as well here. Kaka just goes straight in. No fear here from the Spirit Breaker.
Oh, nice bottles.
He's fine. And he's out as well. SB with the TP out. Mushi can't quite get in for the cancel. Mushi is on his own now here. I mean, did they just turn on Mushi? The silence comes out to stop Lana from getting a set of disruption.
Tanky. They don't have wave.
Yeah, I mean, even with the Lena coming in, they might not have been able to burst him all the way down.
If they get the Yule's combo on them, they will.
Yeah, we gotta try again now. Can they get in? Yes, they can. Have they got the burst? It looks like they will. You have the Laguna as well. Mushi's gone. That's a big kill. More money in the pocket here for Lena. Black's turned up with the CTY. The blink out is there.
Why didn't they give the Aegis to him? Death Prophet's like really easy to kill, even with this Soul Booster, because she has no armor. And she also has like no defensive spells. Like Razor has max unstable current as well as like going to SNY plus 0.3 plus power charge. He has a lot more HP, but he also has a decent amount more armor, but that's not good. You're okay if like this Prophet damages Aegis, you're like whatever. Probably wouldn't have made use of it anyways, but I doubt Razor will die with Aegis. They'll probably change it for next Roshan though. They might think that Death Prophet's not that useful with Aegis because if he dies with Ghost, you won't
Yeah,
respawn
you
with
kind
him.
of you've already done what you're there for. That's true.
She's still important.
Yeah, I mean, especially just in the situation that she maybe dies before she's got the chance to get the Ghost out.
Yeah, it's the way that she plays too, or he plays. It's like
Yeah,
again more
yeah.
aggressive, like generally on the opposite side of the map a little bit more often than the Razor.
He's on his own. Black's going to look to start to chase him down. Yeah, goes for the TP straight out. And damage is pretty hefty from Black, but it's not quite enough.
Is under attack.
Ooh, the blink.
And they might just get Mushi here as well with that blink. They've got a Laguna Blade, and here we go. Straight in, Light Strike down, and Mushi is as well. Very nicely done there from the side, and
That kind of sucks for Mushi. He wanted to turn to use the Spirit Breaker, but he couldn't turn in time. But that's kind of equalizes the Lina and the Death Prophet after Death Prophet had a pretty good start. So that's devastating. See, that's kind of like, imagine if she didn't go the Soul Booster. She'd be so squishy.
She'd have been way gone.
I think Mushi actually gets BKB a decent amount on him. But
Maybe we get it on the Death Prophet next.
I mean, you can't after you pick up a Soul Booster. You have to go for Octarine or
I was going to say, yeah, he's got to finish that off.
I don't know which one he gets, though. I would still say Octarine's a little bit more useful.
Octarine's, I mean, those heals with the Ghosts, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and the cooldown reduction is
Yeah.
super important.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That cooldown's way too long.
Mid lane. It's going to be Fnatic putting on the pressure. We've got all four of them at the moment. They're leaving Mushi on his own top. And there is, of course, the Blink Doom here on Doom. Ready and waiting. They've also got Shadow Demon about. It's actually going to be Doom just TPing away here. They don't want to hang around. They know there's going to be more coming in with Mushi. And Chicken might have got a straggler here. He's found DJ. There'll be a charge for it as well. He'll need something else because Dazzle is there waiting with a shallow grave. Yeah, it's going to be too much for them to fight into. Fnatic will be fine. As we can see, EHOME after the big fight did swing
two
around.
Mushi kills, right?
Those, yeah, it's literally been the Mushi kills.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And the fact that C2Y is just farming very nicely. And he's going to be going for, I imagine, the AC this game here on C2Y.
You need armor versus the this kind of
Oh,
lineup.
yeah.
So it's also a...
Anyway.
So what? Fnatic has no more control of the map. Like they got 3 of the towers and then Roche, and then after that it's just like all their momentum is completely halted. They don't feel strong enough to commit to the T2s, but they're getting picked off everywhere, like left, right, and center from EHOME. So I think like you either bait out the Death Prophet and then transition that into like after you counter you transition that into a push with a Ghost, or you try and 5-man barrel down mid. But kind of reluctant to do that, it looks like.
Oh, Mushi's found himself a Doom. I'll chase this one down with the Poison Touch slow.
Bloodlust him.
He's pretty speedy here with the Scorched Earth. The Ghosts are trying their best to catch up, but they just can't. And 11. Oh, Mushi's diving for this one. Silences him again. 11 trying to walk it up, but this time the Ghost will get him. Stuck in the trees, they'll find themselves the kill. The TP in from Kaka, unable to do anything to save
Why is he
it.
not bloodlusting him? He needs the move speed. Like he's needed the move speed. Interesting.
Towards the mid as well on the back line of this. They might have just find Lina as well. He gets after the Light Strike, correct. DJ now surging forward here, trying to close the gap. Blink very nicely in time from Old Chicken to back off top lane. TPs are coming in to help Mushi find more. They're looking for Lanham. Swarm's going to miss here. They've got the silence down and Net's closing in as well. Lanham
Still might be able to TP out though.
And
oh, that's a negative.
yeah, he's gone, Lanham. He tried his best. It isn't going to be enough though. So they'll lose Lanham here on the Shadow Demon. Bottom lane though, EHOME were trying to push in here with CTY and Old Chicken. But Fnatic going to be very happy with these kills that they're finding with Mushi's involvement. And once again, the Ghost pretty much on point, putting very close to having a level 16 as well on Mushi, which is going to be right around the corner.
How many Dooms have we seen?
Have we?
I still think it's been 0.
I don't think he's had a successful Doom. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen a Doom.
I mean, there haven't been any unsuccessful Dooms.
That's true. He's protecting his percentage of successful Dooms, that's for sure.
He hasn't missed any Dooms yet.
Oh.
He hasn't doomed any creeps.
That's always a plus. It's always a plus.
I mean, if you're not going to use it, it would increase its efficiency. Right?
You know, yeah, exactly. He's got to make sure that when he uses it, he's
He's
going all the
quoted
way.
meat.
Dire's
But
bottom
it certainly
tower
feels like
is under
Fnatic
attack.
just playing nice this game. I mean, you know, you get axed for the stats anyway, don't you, man?
I mean, Mushi's not afraid to throw around a cooldown that's like 50% longer than that, which is, I think, kind of interesting between these two. His Dark Seer was amazing.
It was, yes. But it wasn't that we kind of turned around. You know, the point it wasn't great, and then he turned it around and was amazing. So maybe that's going to be the same story with the Doom. He's just having a slow start, and ooh, DJ's dead.
CTY always with the flashy plays.
I scream.
His son
I like
is
watching
very
CTY.
nicely done.
That Storm play at TI was one of the better things that I've seen.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And there we go. So you've got your Octarines done on Mushi now as well, so we may even see the fights happen a bit more frequently if Fnatic feel happy with going for them. Bottom lane, the TP out, it's going to be there. Ohio, unfortunately, not with that level 4 on the Poison Touch. And again, so EHOME still keeping control of the game overall in terms of network. It's only by 4K. One big team fight, and Fnatic can easily swing it back around their way. And in terms of just kind of overall play, it feels like it is Fnatic with the edge. It's just the fact that CTY is having such a good time with this swap. He's keeping them in. Charge onto Mushi. Again, Kaka just going to cancel it. Knows that there's not the follow-up.
Dire's top
Top
tower
lane
is
CTY.
under
He's got to be
attack.
careful here, Mushi.
Yes,
Can he
BKB.
land the silence? No, he can't, because he's been silenced himself.
What's happening to Silence?
The silence was silenced.
I guess that's what happens when one hero's like out of the patch for so long. It's like hard to hit some of the spells. I mean, he got ulted at that time, but
Yeah.
even other times.
Pretty hard for him to get out.
They really have no good way to kill a Queen of Pain, though, like you mentioned earlier.
It's a really good Queen of Pain. Like a lot of games in this patch. It's a really good game for Queen of Pain.
How's he always on top of net worth? I feel like he's been doing a lot more fighting than other people, but he's still like way ahead in terms of farm. I mean, I guess 4 kills is the most anyone has.
Yeah, he's been he's been ending some of the smaller streaks that have been built up, but I mean, none of the streaks have been massive this one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, now they have the tower sieging spells. The Ags
Ags on Razor.
and Doctorine. Is this where they force it?
I guess they're saving the Ghosts here for the high ground push. Are they going to go straight?
Yeah, he can with Ghost, but they don't have Eye of the Storm,
Radiant's
and
middle
both their
tower
towers
is
are getting
under
pushed. And
attack.
I think this is a back off and wait for a road. If they lose the fight, they lose road, so it's like
Is
it's
under
not worth it.
attack.
TP's up top as well. Looking for C2I. It's just black. Okay, he's not going to have the catch potential here.
Ooh, the Hyperstone into Ulti Orb.
All right.
Guess he wants more pick potential. But he already,
C2I for a bit of variety, huh?
yeah, he already has the Orchid though, and they don't have BKBs, so I'm actually pretty surprised that he's transitioned.
Oh, here's the charge onto DJ. Silent stuff as well. They're bursting straight down with the Sonic Wave, but CTY now to make a kill. The multicast coming through from there as he looks for CTY. Black, seeing the damage from Kaka. Can they kill him before he TP's out? Yes, they can. They'll get the return kill onto the Spirit Breaker, so 1-for-1 there. Spirit Breaker was able to spend up, though, did finish off his Shadow Blade before he died.
And he has a lot more reliable gold anyways because of the Midas.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Darkseer's actually both of them have Midas. Might I?
It's. I mean, do you feel that this is
For this
Fnatic's?
one? Okay.
Fnatic are ahead at the moment here, or do you think EHOME are comfortable with the position? The
I'm-
fact that they've got CTY doing so well on the quap?
I think like we haven't really seen Doom do anything. So once he starts doing stuff, I think the team fights will start slowly favoring EHOME. So I mean, at the same time, we haven't really seen Razor, but I would say like Doom's more
Yeah,
useful
that's
to
true.
team fight than Razor. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's still pretty close. It's like a lot of it's next on
the
this
Mushi DP is just really working out.
It
You know,
is.
going in for the pushes, going in for the fights each and every time. He's
Doing
he's
a lot of
getting kills
damage.
with it. And with the Octarine as well, and the fact that they've got the level 16 and Axe on the Razor,
He's tired of co-op.
the push is scary.
Wants a Scyther. Yeah, because the Roche is really important, especially against a Doombringer. I would be surprised if they didn't get to Mushi. I definitely think they should. That's something what happened last Roche. Like, if that didn't happen, if they gave him the Aegis last time, the gold league would probably be like 8,000, I would say, instead of 5,000.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they give him the black again. Okay.
Easy Roach there for Fnatic. EHOME are making their way over. Doesn't look like Fnatic will want to fight. They'll wait until they've got the Ghost back online again.
Like, if you're EHOME, you're like, okay, we just kill Queen of Pain now, easy, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if co-op gets it, you're like, I don't really want to go on the Razor. He's not an easy kill. But that's probably, she usually uses her Yules early on in the fight to, oh, I missed that kill, sorry. They usually use it early on in the fight to get the silence, so I'll go, I guess it's not that big of a deal now that CCY is BKB.
On the high ground at the moment, he was thinking about dropping. Oh, he dropped to Doom.
He did it!
He's actually going to get a kill with it as well.
Oh, nice. And
nice.
the gem pickup. That is big.
Is he going to be able to get himself out? Yeah, he should be able to. Yeah, Light Strike holds back a couple. Old Chicken may just pay with his life here. The charge from Kaka. It looks like EHOME are just trying to retreat. The TP was very ambitious. Gets cancelled straight away by Mushi's Jules. There's a defensive disruption device sometime here for the retreat of EHOME. Well, that'll be the blink out as well from Lena. So they will be able to get themselves away. They will also recover save the gem here for the side.
So saving it for that one really important one.
I was going to say, the Doom usage has been each time very
All
very
of his Dooms have been super amazing. That one was a really good Doom.
It was,
to be
getting
fair.
the dazzle out.
Like, running in, BKBing, stealing the gem.
Mushi?
It's totally worth it.
CTY here, the human ward, spawning it all out.
What's he going to do with his scythe? What play can he make here?
Cannon.
Oh! Oh! They don't. They didn't see him?
Let me go for.
I thought they saw him with the plasma field. Guess not. Okay, well, now CTY knows that there's only 2 people here, so that makes it super easy for him.
Yeah, he's
The
throwing
human
everything
ward
down
indeed.
on that.
Now he's a scythe. Is he going to try and go for Mushi?
Oh, he just blinked into this one.
Oh,
I mean,
he's a
Mushi's
scythe
got
early.
ghosts.
He has BKB. He's
Oh,
fine.
DJ as well. He's got to pop it. And yeah, he's going to go for the straight TP out. Kaka comes in. Yeah, he's out.
Easy way sentry ward.
Space creator for the bottom lane. Old Chicken's starting to push this one back in a bit. Now Black turns up. Ooh.
That was close.
That was a very close blink.
Oh.
The animation was there, the damage was not.
I mean, EHOME's just outplaying Fnatic at this point in the game, though.
Yeah, even in a position where I was saying that you could argue they were a little bit behind after Fnatic's
But
few
like
fights.
the solo Doom on Dazzle that doesn't really go punish, like Queen of Pain just blinking on top of their hill, staying there, also not getting punished. Old Chicken hitting their T3, also not getting punished. Like, they're losing everywhere on map control because of the outplays. And Mushi's the only one I think who's like playing really well on the side of Fnatic. DJ's doing okay, but mostly Mushi.
I mean, CTY, now that he's finished off that scythe, what do you reckon he'll go for with the Hyperstone? I mean, will he get the AC for the team? Yeah.
AC's fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of the best way for him to kill the Razor.
Okay. Well, it's just going to smoke up from EHOME now.
Uh-oh.
See what
They don't want to run in Ohio.
Is he going to be tanking the gank here? I mean, Sonic Wave's already finished off Mushi. And, okay. That's going to be 2 down. Maybe even 3 if they land it on DJ. Gets a nice vacuum wall off, but he's already dead. Black's now turned up. There's been a buyback here from the Darkseer, but Black's going to fall, loses the Aegis. Now your Doom's dropped onto Nez. 11 still sitting on full HP on the back of this fight. Black comes back for round 2, but there's a Light Strike under the Bashes as well. They're trying to bring him down, and with CTY's help, they will easily find the kill on Black. What the heck's going on? I think
CTY got the solo kill on
that
Mushi
was
before.
He straight up blew him up with the Sonic Wave.
He had a DD as well, so the Blink Hex with the DD is just a lot of damage.
Well, this is just taking a turn for the worse for Fnatic.
Where's their team play?
That was a bit
Where's
of a
like
mess.
the surge on the Hex? Where's like
My thanks.
any of them grouping up. Where's the Graves? Where's the Aegis hero
Dire's
going
middle
first to
tower
die for the
is under
team?
attack.
I have a lot of
Dire's
questions,
middle
Owen.
tower has
Wow.
fallen.
This isn't too great for Fnatic because EHOME is just going to continue with this push now.
CTY is just demolishing them like pub players, man.
CTY.
He hasn't even died.
I really think you should have taken away the Quap in game 2. I mean, it's pretty nasty. Okay, Mushi's coming in now with the Ghost. Let's see if they can find something on the defense here. Looking for CTY. When he spots the BKB, he'll see out.
Dude, he's so ballsy. He was
I
even
mean-
waiting for the Ogre to raise his hand to stun before he BKB'd. Like you
CTY,
won't see many
he's-
players do that.
He's pretty
Yeah.
crazy now.
Most of them would do it immediately after it heals. What's the CTY? He's fun to watch though.
I mean, Mushi's nearly got a Hex, so there's going to be
Yes.
something else that's going to allow them to try and kill CTY. I mean, he didn't die at all in game 1, did he?
He's what?
He didn't die at all in game 1, did he? On the Quap.
I don't think so.
And he's not died at all yet so far this game.
Yeah, they have disruption against the team from the Hex though, so it's not even that great of a solution.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. They've got ways to work with it.
Yep. And he has Blink, and he has Force Staff. What? Well, Fnatic just threw away their lead.
Wow. That's quite a jump on the graph there.
Yeah.
The last few minutes, kind of 5k.
It's kind of
up
that
to
stretch where they just
20K.
got outplayed. I think after the first Aegis, they were doing very well up until the first Aegis, and then after that, I don't know whether it was like overconfidence. It's like, oh, okay, we got this, or maybe they were like, EHOME's not going to try and fight us because we have the Aegis. But whatever it was, Fnatic just did not have their game plan together for that important 25 to 35 stretch, and now they're paying the price.
Denied.
There we go now, Scythe. Scythe
And
Mushi.
Doom used Doom.
He did use his Doom again to get net off on the Ogre. There's going to be a new gem here picked up on the side of Fnatic here for the Dazzle. And EHOME themselves smoked up. Looking to see if anyone dares come out of the base here for the side of Fnatic.
Dude, if EHOME gets the next Aegis, Fnatic are done for.
It's going to be a very hard
They
position.
have to do something soon. It is going to be a hard position.
Well, Fnatic just grouping up themselves, not wanting to be caught off guard by EHOME. And EHOME just pressing laser. They're going to go for a smoke here. See what they can find with this.
Uh-oh.
Black is the bait. I mean, is there the backup coming in? There is. They're moving forward here, looking for... Whoa! Four-man wall vacuum is nice, but Black's already incredibly low. Mushi on the high ground now with the DP ult, but he's been doomed, and now the Sonic Wave comes through. CTY blinks, and he's godlike. Double kill here for the Quap. CTY just cleaning up house with a triple kill. He's probably going to find net as well. He will. It's an
Give him the
ultra
rampage.
kill for
Give
CTY.
him to him. Oh.
This man, I mean, it's GG well played.
Look at this item.
He's just... It's a pub game to him.
It is.
It literally is a pub game to CTY.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy's good. Very good.
What a player. You rarely see the safe lane players make that much of an impact, too. Like,
Yes.
it's like, okay, first I'll get my
Insane.
items and then I'll own. He gets items and owns.
Yeah.
And farms. And does everything.
I think if there is a lesson to be learned there, if you're playing against EHOME, don't let CTY have his Queen of Pain.
I mean, to be fair, he did it with a lot of different heroes at the
Okay,
international,
yes, yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it's kind of have a better solution for him because he actually won that matchup versus the Darkseer.
Yeah, it was like destroying him in terms of CS. It was
Yeah.
like double it at a point very early on, but... Wow, EHOME do it. They take the series 2-0 against Fnatic, and obviously MVP really, CTY. What a performance
For
there from the
sure.
man. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of EHOME in this tournament. I'm sure some of you guys at home will as well, to see some more action from CTY and the boys. But
Our next matchup
play.
will be
what have you got next here?
Secret
I'm
versus
done on
Digital
this one.
Chaos.
Is that what you're doing next on here?
I'm not doing.
Oh,
I'm
but
not
that was the
doing
next
it.
game on this
Yeah.
channel.
That's on
So-
this stream.
That's me and Melini are done, guys. So have a lovely time here on this stream. We'll be back elsewhere on other streams. I believe you're going to be on the panel. I believe I'll be casting on the main stream for the
Oh,
next
this
series.
next one's my break.
Which would be nice.
I'm
I'll
on
be
panel for the
upgraded
next
from
one.
sitting onto the floor to sitting in an actual seat, guys.
The bleachers.
We're going on up.
Bleachers.
Moving on up. The bleachers. Is that what we were sitting on bleachers at the moment? But I'll be on the mainstream. Are you going to be on the mainstream for the panel now? Or you got a break?
I got a break.
You've got a break. But there'll be Secret versus DC coming up here, and probably some other pretty cool game coming up over on the mainstream.
And
So-
I hear Lumi, or I hear LD. So it looks like a game's going on down
yeah,
there.
it will be after this game that's on the